this event is timely, and I want to commend the Public Service Commission for continuing to organize it. It gives us the opportunity to meet and network and see how we can improve the efficiency of the public service, and also to usher in new persons who have come into offices and delineate what their roles are and how they should perform their duties for the smooth running of the public services of Ghana. And so I'm sure that in the course of the next 2 days, for chairpersons and CEOs, you'll have the opportunity to know what exactly your roles are. I remember the case of a chairperson who was appointed, and after he was inaugurated, the next day he appeared at the establishment and asked, "Where is my office?" Of course, you don't have an office there. But, I mean, his understanding was that, I mean, he had got a job and he was executive chairman. You're not executive chairman. And so you're supposed to do policy, regulate, support the management of the organization to achieve its objectives. And so I told the committee that was appointing the boards and things, and I said, as far as possible, make sure you don't send somebody to the same place where he was. In England, they have what they call the busman's holiday. When a driver of a bus goes on retirement, he has nothing else to do. So he goes back to where he used to work and go and sit there the whole day and converse with the drivers and remember how he used to drive. When you send somebody like that back to his own establishment, he thinks that he's come back as a chief executive, and often is a recipe for conflict. But also, if the person has worked in that field, then it means that he's got all the expertise to be able to guide the organization. So it is a very fine line, and I believe that in the discussions you're going to have, a lot of light will be shed on what everybody's roles are so that we have a public service that is operating properly. From the monitoring we've had, so far, we're at about 26 or 27% in terms of affirmative action, gender. And the affirmative action is no longer a bill, it is a law. It is an act of parliament, and so we're supposed to comply. And it says that by 2026, we should be at 30%. And by 2028, we should be at 35%. And by 2030, we should be at 50%. So it means that we do have a shortfall. And I remember when the boards were being constituted, the president has power of appointment for some of the board members, but a lot of the governing boards have institutional representation. And for God's sake, don't you have women in your institutions? Every institution, you ask them to send the names for inclusion in the governing board, and every single one is a man. And, I mean, you just find it difficult. I was very embarrassed when we were inaugurating some of the boards, and they were all male boards. It's not acceptable. And so one of the outcomes of this event must be that we must have a system by which we can monitor and make sure that our governing boards are gender balanced. I mean, just looking at this room alone, I mean, the testosterone in this room is it's overwhelming. And so let's take a look at that and make sure that we're able to achieve the objectives of our affirmative action bill. One of the things that happened in the world was Africa was passed by the various industrial revolutions. The revolution in information technology and all that, we have managed not to be passed by because Africa in its own way adopted what was the most appropriate path, that is using wireless mobile communications. And indeed, we became the world leader in mobile wireless, having more mobile connections than several developed countries. And so it means that we can adapt and not be left behind in the new revolution that is bringing artificial intelligence and all of it. Artificial intelligence can help us to improve our productivity, because all it is about is that somebody has sat and developed algorithms that makes it possible for that artificial intelligence to analyze far faster than the human brain can do. And so it is an instrument that we must look at. We did an AI session for all our ministers and all of them so that they will understand what this new technology is. And that is not a creature that is going to eat them up, but that they must have an uptake of it so that they can understand and use it as effectively as they can. The private sector is already taking to it like a duck to water, and they're coming up with all kinds of solutions that beat your imagination. Only 2 weeks ago, I was with one of the oil marketing companies, and before they had to shoot 6 make manually, and then you don't get real maps. You have to drill before you are able to tell. Today, they've attached AI to it. It's able to give them a much better picture and able to tell them exactly where the resource is so that they don't go drilling dry wells like they used to do. So it's something that can improve our productivity, and that's why the public services must not be afraid of technology uptake. We need to explore all the cutting-edge technologies that are available so that we can create an efficient public service that delivers, what the people of Ghana appointed us for.
Please use the microphone. We are recording everything.
Honorable Chair, we have been sworn in.
You've been sworn in.
Yes,
Kolebu have been sworn in. Okay, Honorable Ahenkwa will take care of this, please.
Okay, thank you, Chair. This infraction is about unpresented payment vouchers.
Can you introduce yourselves, please?
I'm Dr. Yakubu Seidu Adam, CEO of Kolebu Teaching Hospital.
My name is Gideon Gahuga, the Acting Director of Finance.
Munir Al-Hassan, Director of Administration.
Yahuza Jaula, Director. Yahuza Jaula, Director Human Resources.
Dr. Franco Suseche, Director of Medical Affairs.
Dr. Charles Nikwado Fepam, Director of Pharmacy.
Thank you, Chair. This infraction is about unpresented payment vouchers to a tune of 290,304. Some 5 separate payments were made, which amounts to 290,304 Ghana cedis. And these payments were not supported by payment vouchers, which is against the law. The auditors asked the acting chief executive officer to recover this amount and pay to the recoveries account of the Bank of Ghana. According to the auditors, management failed to respond to this issue. So, management, what have you done so far?
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. So far, we've been able to retrieve all the 5 payment vouchers, and we have forwarded it to the auditors for their validation.
Auditors, please confirm this claim.
Yes, Honorable Chair, the payment vouchers have been presented and they have been reviewed.
The next infraction is on paragraph 427, and this is an unbudgeted 13th month salary payment. The amount in question is 14,823,000 from the internal generated fund between 2022 and 2024. We recommend that the acting chief executive officer should stop payment of 13th month salary and seek approval from Ministry of Finance through the Ministry of Health. Have you done that?
Yes, sir.
Do you have the approval?
We actually was an instruction from the Ministry of Health that as a teaching hospital, we pay the 13-month salary. So that was budgeted for. And the payment done. But because we operate together, that is the clinical services and the pharmaceutical services, when the payment was being done, some funds were taken from the pharmacy unit to effect the payment.
Sir, the question was, the recommendation was that you need to seek approval from Ministry of Finance through Ministry of Health. Have you done that? And you said yes.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Where is this approval?
Where's it?
So, Honorable Chair, what we did was that in our budget presentation, the 2023-2024 budget presentation, we actually budgeted for 13-month salary payment, which we presented to the Select Committee, and it was approved. So that is the basis on which we paid the 13-month.
Mr. Chairman, a minute. The auditors have come in. Theirs is that you will need approval from Ministry of Finance. The Select Committee does not allot the budget. Ministry of Finance does that and gives every ministry what they are supposed to spend in a particular year. Such that if you are making any payments that is not sanctioned, you have to seek approval from them. So the question is simple. Have you sought that approval? Yes, no. That is what we want to know. If you haven't, tell us the reason why you haven't gone for that approval. What steps you are taking to go in for that approval?
Yeah, thank you very much, Honorable Chair. We have not gone to the Ministry of Health for that approval because because
you cannot justify. You haven't gone. So what process are you taking to go and do the needful? That is all.
Okay, Honorable Chair, going forward, we'll do that.
It is not okay. It is what the public financial management is asking you to do. So it is not your will. Okay, we will go. No, sir. The auditors are very clear. They are saying that you are paying a 13th month salary and you have paid to the tune of 14.8 million Ghana cedis. What they are asking you to do the right thing. Is that process too difficult for Korle Bu Teaching Hospital to do?
Okay. Going forward, Honorable Chair, we'll seek the
You are not doing anybody a favor by saying going forward. That is what the law mandates you to do. So give me steps on how you are going to make sure you write to Ministry of Health asking that this particular infraction has been cited against us. They want it rectified. And so we are writing to you to forward this letter to Ministry of Finance to give us approval because we usually budget it through our IGF and then we pay. What we are asking you to do is do the needful when it comes to public financial management. Many a time, ministries, departments, and agencies think when it comes to IGF, the PFM rule does not apply. But it does. It does. So you cannot sit and refuse to carry out directives from the audit service on how to utilize IGF. You have to utilize it according to the law. So, Mr. CEO, we would want you to take steps and within a week report to us, show us a copy of the letter you have sent to Ministry of Health, asking that they forward it to Ministry of Finance, seeking approval on your behalf so that you do the needful. I mean, that's all. Let's make things easy for all of us.
It's well noted, Honorable Chair.
Yes, sir.
Chair, the recommendations of the auditor were in two legs. The first leg was that they should stop the payment of the 13th month salary. Have you stopped that?
Yes. So what we are struggling with currently is the payment.
Say, have you stopped that? Yes or no?
No.
Why?
Because
let me come in here, please. The IGF is public funds. You are taking it from the public, and you should spend it in line with the PFM Act. And so if the auditors give a recommendation and you say you are not going to work with it, I don't know which laws you want to work with in this country.
Honorable Chair.
So you must put an immediate stop to it.
Honorable Chair, maybe I can give a background to it. This 13th month salary was arrived at, and the institutions were communicated to by Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Employment and Labor Commission, as well as Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, and the labor unions.
Dr. Owusu-Seche, respectfully, if there's anything like that, give us the documents to show, and then we all make progress and move forward.
Respectfully, we have. So we thought that would suffice.
So please, did you show it to the auditors when they came to your outfit?
Yes, Honorable Chair, we do.
Auditors, can you please confirm? Because the CEO and the gentleman who just spoke didn't give any indication to that effect. They said they haven't done it. You were here. You heard them say they haven't written.
Honorable Chair, no such document has been given to us.
Respectfully, you are dear, cherished doctors. We ask that you go back and do the needful. And we solve the problem. Hey, doctors, even lawyers don't litigate like this. Oh. And you want to litigate on matters that is not within your purview. You don't have the strength to litigate. Yours is to take care of us and make sure we are good. So let's do the needful and move and make progress. Thank you very much.
Well noted, Honorable Chairman.
I'm confused here. I'm very confused. The auditor said, stop payment of 13 months salary and seek approval from Ministry of Finance through the Ministry of Health. What is so difficult about this statement? That the two of you are giving conflicting statements over here. We haven't done it. We are going to do it. Now that you've told Madam Chair that you understand, I don't think you understand what you said. So tell us, what do you understand?
Actually, it was a union request, and the government at the time subscribed to the fact that going forward, we, the hospitals, will be paying the 13-month salary. And like my colleague indicated, we have letters to that effect, and we can present to the auditors to see.
You have letters?
Yeah, that communicated to us that we can pay the 13-month salary.
So if you have the letter, why didn't you give it to the auditors? So we've been talking about this. You have the letter. Do you have a copy over here?
Yeah, Honorable Chair, we have the letter instructing us from the Ministry of Health to pay the 13-month based on the collective bargaining agreement with the various unions.
Have you given that to the auditor?
That is what I indicated earlier, that we have forwarded it to the auditors.
Auditors, do you have any communication like that?
Honorable Chair, I did indicate that we don't have that document.
Doctor. Doctor, you are the finance guy, right? Where do you have that letter?
Yes, so I think...
Where? Question is, where do you have that letter?
Where?
Where?
No, we have it here. We have it. We even
you have the letter here.
Yeah, we brought a copy.
Can you make sure that you give one to the auditors, please?
Come again? Of course, we'll do that. We'll do that.
Let's go to the next infraction. The next infraction is unrecovered salary advance of 195,000. We recommend that the Chief Executive Officer should ensure that the Acting Director of Finance recovers the total amount. Have you recovered this 195,000?
Yeah, Honorable Chair, we have recovered in full all the 195,000.
Do you have evidence of it?
We have evidence of it.
Have you given it to the auditors?
We have shown it to the auditors, yes.
Auditors, could you confirm, please?
Honorable Chair, we can confirm that the entire amount has been recovered.
You see, that one, he had evidence. You gave it to him. The other one, give the letter to the auditors, and then so be before from. The next one is on paragraph 434, and Honorable Payto will take care of that, please.
Chair, thank you. This is about revenue loss. That is 2023 January to 2023 December. A total amount of 3,817,195 was unable to correct as a claim rejected by NHIS and then other other private insurance. I want to know if you have making any steps to recover that and then pay same to Auditor General accounts.
Thank you very much. I think these were losses that were occasioned mainly by NHI policy restrictions. We did indicate the last time we appeared before this committee that we had some restrictions with the NHI policy. For example, multiple attendances at the hospital. When somebody presents or comes to the hospital, NHIS recognize just one claim. Meanwhile, we have different hospitals within Korle Bu Teaching Hospital. So you can report to the polyclinic, and then they will ask you to go to the eye clinic. They can ask you to go to the lab, but NHIS policy restricts you to only one claim per day. And then, which means that all the other places that you visit, the claims will be rejected.
Respectfully, have you brought this to the attention of the minister or the policy makers?
Yes, so the last time we presented, they asked us to write to the Ministry of Health, which we did, and then we also did a follow-up with another letter. We have done all that, but we have not received any response from the ministry yet.
Okay, so Deputy Minister, if you would take it up and see to the resolution of this.
Kwaba Edeba TV XYZ so baby awa wo hwe me bia no aha power 97.9 FM TV XYZ so na wo hwe Jumedi ayato the day inside politics Thursday's edition and na ye dey brewi and ye Thursday papa enti akese enkomom ye papa eye 9th of October 2025 na mamemfa nchi akese ma obi bi otie yen obi bi ohwe yen se wo office na wo hwe yen wo tie yen se wo tike mu wo adwumam baby awo wo tie ye hwe ye bia no ye mo akwaba e de buy inside politics Jumedi so idi amede so ye Nicholas ya owusi Olsen wo betumi Aframikin Nicholas ma yem fast the PAC aseda mo du asedo kotompo yem fa ma otwe ampo nyankopon se we bi osunto kra no de ndedu ya che mateche mada abodwimo moja kra di emu afuru sane ameka se ewia so abeto me ne wo free summary akosi eye 555 de me chefa so se me somo de inside politics Jumedi bro enti ensembebre nankasa na yabo ne bede a ye bebiem e de amao eye endewie timo fidie no nkoso ndeye a make out so Facebook live wo betumi ahwe Power 979 FM Power 979 FM TVXYZ Ghana no so me pacho bebre wo betumi ahwe no Facebook TikTok ye wo so ansa na YouTube so XYZ broadcasting and the social media platforms ni na so ye di makote na wo betumi ahwe na wetie Jumedi bi pa ye de aseda mo twede ampo nyankopon amma na ewie no na me ba production team mo bo mechidom na mo de niema no ebegu ha me so be executing to sema wo hia ne ose wote no ye de bro pepe mamenda the executive producer say Mr. Kelvin Asante ono no the executive producer sa so na me pa cho bebre ye be hu Mr. Raf Jampo ono no ye TV director and also aseda kese Yenkomano, Mr. Peter Cranting, and also Oho Elder Peter, I say MTN no be diagro, no so Oho Pa. Saso ne yekwa sound ebe hu Mr. Emmanuel Neti, and also Oho, our mobile MCR. Remember TV studios ha, me pacho cameras, TV studios ha, cameras, yebe hu eye. Kofi the boy, and man born Frankie, and see on also waha over here the duebin and Miriam so de ye TV post, a TV antenna and the bossu, a tiji Kofi Nara. Ya wo ediso ha, ediso or waha edi or wahapa, gaboy edi, and son a minia ba, Elizabeth Tego, Nancy, ya mamma home fano, Diana Lizzie Sekin. Nancy de PAP and make jai, cause me shema, Janet, we now ha, says Yano, ye boom nedi dumedi, abesomo, kama pa, na also we need it to me aje. Kaise and some gubamba so ye baby home come. For when you be, none of some friend and you be no friend to TV XYZ. Ye what digital platform, a free to air. Sasso no call a satellite TV so multi TV, ye was so, which means you do channel Power FM so, no so sa, Nejumedi Akoso, kama. Nti yajin kunyatana Sunday, me trame hosema, me ba, me din semni guhamao. Tells it. Kwaba biom the Bat TV XYZ baby awa wo hwe me bia na wo so a wo tie me inside politics jumedie kese a social political show a for Ghana ha the biggest political platform wo dru baby a obi etie no obi ehwe no eno na ye de bro no enti mentie baby a menhwe baby a kai se aha na Ghana kasa aha na Ghana tie na me bade ana ye ba eye me importem ha la ne importem ade ba ko a wo ba la mantoma nipa bebre na say community so mola ne importem omo complain ye na ya ade a eye how pa cause ya ye wo osu ne importem ella wa wo kotashi even ngwafo nyina esomo omo la boni omo wo cantonment na na bi mutume ba ho enye bebia say La General Hospital ye be ka ye ho a La General Hospital eye former health minister friend Kweku Agyeman odi enim na nado danko akufo ado Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Ken Oforiata sampanifo kan mu tirbo mu ka se La General Hospital mu besi no mo esi no foforo omu ko bubu hospitali etugui a o mantumi ensi a hono asase ne niema na egusu na adane white elephant na yakasa aban papa ba oso hu sa aban papa ba His Excellency John Dramani Mahama onam ne health minister so eye doctor eye Kobna Menta Akando says ya no ma ba pro etu anamo etumi akọ eye La General Hospital bibi o ma shase AC eye hospital no enti wa wo hwe TV there wo be hu the state of La General Hospital the new La General Hospital in the state in the baby a yes edru no and in the doctor Kobna Meka Akando o pay working visit na okwo site wo hwe the new La General Hospital progress in it to saying saying na we your commitment aban no aka say lafway maybe mama hospital na mama ne ye cause a hospital na si ho enka bia so aban ye twam ko no bu no say no eye bibia e wo ho ne say a hospital no redevelopment no project no on na ekoso no ya locate 130 million cedars on na omode ahema omode ye facility na eye dia eye ni jesempa make say construction ekoso and very soon aban papa aba ye reset it into who say the new La General Hospital ade ebe function aye adwuma ma ye na so etumi asom ye bi nti wa wo hwe television de La General Hospital construction no mugu so mo ye no we de mentoto nsa aya next year de umbewie ma ye na ya ye wo su ene ne importem na ya tumi akola General Hospital na bibia tumi akonka ye nkotie Dr. Kobna Menta Akando ono no ye minister in charge of health Nense mo di tu dwa abroad the working visit ko pie mu wo eye La General Hospital yesin foforo e de ama importem hafo
John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic of Ghana, is determined not to leave any ongoing project behind, especially in the health sector. And so, as you heard, the consultant and the contractor briefing us, this is costing us about 50 million euros. This project has gone through some history. The first arrangement didn't go through, and then they had to follow on a second alternative. So there is no reliable, or if you like, a dedicated source of funding. There are projects where you have loan or grant, or you have a specific source of funding. So as it stands now, this project, you'd have to make an allocation on the national budget before you get money to continue this project. There are projects when you inherit, there is a dedicated funding. So once you inherit, you just have to run with it. And so in 2025 budget, we made an allocation of 130 million Ghana cedis for this project. My records indicate that out of the 50 million euros, about 7 million euros has been paid, which means that we have about 43 million euros more to pay before the completion of this project. Your guess is as good as mine. 12. Is it?
12 million has been paid.
Okay. So that is the records available. And the second IPC has been raised. As I indicated during my first submission, we have forwarded them to the Ministry of Finance. That is the process. We can't pay you without IPC, without you raising anything. And so it's been raised. We forwarded them to the Ministry of Finance. We've done some follow-ups with the Member of Parliament, myself. The last time I did a follow-up was yesterday. I engaged the Minister for Finance, and the Minister of Finance is committed into ensuring that funds are released for this project to progress. I am happy that today I've come to see the workers on site, and they are willing to make progress until any payment is made. And so we'll continue to monitor keenly, and I'll have a special interest in this particular project. As you all know, this is my first time of coming to this site. I've been here in a different capacity before, so it is my responsibility as a minister of the sector to make sure that this progresses and is finally completed, to ensure they are also paid on time. So I think it's fair. If you ask my objective assessment, I think it's fair. They've made their point. Every contractor, when he or she gets the opportunity to meet the minister and he has a financial challenge, it's an opportunity to put it before the minister. So it's fair. The minister has come to your site, and it's only fair that she will also tell us what they are going through. But I've assured them, and we are going to get in touch with them to make sure that we will also assist them. If everything goes according to plan, we should be done in the next 2 years. And so we will ensure that in the next budget, an allocation is made for that to continue. We're not going to abandon this site at all. We're going to follow it till it's fully completed. I know is that the government is committed, an allocation has been made, and we have, every money is money. Whether it's big push money or national budget money, what is important is money is committed to doing it. It's obvious that within the catchment area is very, very big. And so if this facility is completed, the pressure on Rich and then Lekma will go down. So it's very, very important. The area is densely populated, and so I'm very sure that when this one is completed, we'll have less load on these facilities, and it will go a long way to help the people in the society, not only for health delivery, even for the economy of the area.
Inti Dr. Kobna Aka Ando na yete nenkano Dr. Kobna Aka Ando menta kando ono na yete nenkano woko se hwe se aka ando ye break akra. Come on, sir, here. Inti doctor or boy, you may papa, minister in charge of health. And he says, yeah, dear, you shame for a better TV, so you need a so very, very soon. Some few months, Babana, dear, you bet me a call General Hospital. Yeah, you will soon import him. You will laboni free Sakumono, Teshi, Nungwa, Nina, you bet me assign Abba. Abba papa bo into the tenano. Na doctor and the O2 sana moi. And Rasso obe PMU suha, Dr. Kobnaminka, Akando, obe PMU suha, normal launche, national HPV vaccination campaign. I call suha. Na order to awufo inem, katre, caregivers, and so I'm ensure say, and Kwalano particularly, girls, from the ages of 9 to 14. To me, I vaccinate to omo ma a help on ya prevent cervical cancer no inti tanetie wogana ha yankwa ne yankotie ensema course ni bi na yan dismiss claims course wo social media say safety of the vaccine no ho atoch makakra ne ade no sa ne mani na so mo say yembongo say bibia no papa bi e ba na bi muso kansem bi emboa tie ma me ma ba tan mo keina na nya de beba yankotie mra.
You would agree with me, but anytime there's the introduction of any new vaccine, then the conspiracy theories start. And it has already started. Let me assure you that this HPV vaccine is safe, it is effective, and Ghana is not the first country to administer HPV vaccines. And this vaccine has been approved by our FDA and WHO. And to tell you the value of this vaccination, I'm told that it will cost you between 1,000 to 3,000 Ghana cedis for this vaccination. And people are doing it in this country. What it means is that the vulnerables and those who cannot afford it have been left out. And therefore, let us all support it, because it is going to be part of our routine immunization program.
Inti Dr. Kobna menta kando onana yete nkabra omo launch national HPV vaccination campaign no ekoso osu na doctor de ensem no atugwa no nti doctor obo adwuma papa money adwuma yenim say ya pomode no woda no no behwe aboa ma etumi SCP na esita na biom the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat ayekano NIMOS task force no assign akomo hu biom na o maka omo hu biom dia says ya no mo two Chinese nationals be engage illegal mining wo tano forest ho reserve ho na omudi sa edwumadie no tano eniwa forest reserve wo Jomoro area ho wo western region ma medium enti wo hwa chinchonchon fo ne na wo ho no omoje omukrom na omobedi ebone wa ha we enhwe adwumadi omudi and so Endra National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat yetwa so kano NIMOS task force no omasha se di omadwuma omutumi call site ho etumi kwhye omonne anti we na friend am fine no we enhwe Chinese for we mu na om the prisons wo mukromo na om abene nam ha na om ahwe bedi ewu Nti omo pick up na esi hon we no we Land Cruiser Jomoro Mining Company Group Limited. Nti yehwe kwan omo say ye forest. Nti China fu na abehjem omo say forest in that but omo baba nyina so ube won say Ghana fu bi di akire penifu bi te akire nti sa China fu mienu make say NIMOS fo no etumi ache omo ma says your maso ayesh your site and near mom de hokro de gunsuo no se yan cobra ne nsuo ahoro no eno na ya hye no nti moma yempene NIMOS fo no fi se omo bo adwuma pa nti adwuma papa na omo ye na ban papa ba His Excellency John Dramani Mahama weni ati weni ebie sector minister no so hwe Honorable Emmanuel Kofi Amaboa woso wo bo adwuma ye papa naimos eye commando dano nyame nhyiraw adwuma mo bo ne nim se mo fensi ya mo bekoso abo adwuma den fi se ye water bodies ne say ye rivers ne ye streams no how is say no titiwe nuanom mo wo eye ruaries ne no ano mo nonom no mo fafa yare mo ho ye kra ye di esankofa eye water works no so kra na se ba ya mo kyese nsu ho ya hwe ne ebetumi aye den ebeduru bebi se ya ntu anamo amfa ho a ti se ye important you nyame ma sa ma aban papa aba within 8 months or bo adwuma ye hwe nra otumi yi eye 24 Prados which Land Cruisers ni 250 motorbikes di bo adwuma de ma yipi ne de na kyese aban papa ba na oye committed so be fight etia illegal mining anti ma no so akono no China fo ansa ka omo we wo Jomoro area ho western mpotemo eno na no so yehu ne sama akoso kama pa no anti de no na ende mankasa mizim yeko abrofo ne kan sekendi but ya if you the friend sekunde sekendi sana bruni kan sekendi market no so make say part be collapse anase ase no traders no akasa afa omo niam ekoso ho na MP edemai oye brutal lawyer blade no friend no honorable blade nyameke ama oni market woman ehia na waka ache hon abana no kwana waye na osi sekendi market yinyimde ye nanan ma brodo da market na ba ntina American fanti obogu ho na abana we abeze mama wo sekendi market won kan wona komanto wonyem wonya abotar maja na sekendi market an aban papa ba His Excellency John Dramani Mahama onnamni MP do lawyer Blay nyameke ama wobahwe na wasan esiesi sekendi market na ma hen bio yankwe na yenkete mokodo wo ho.
Honorable Atoforsen, to have mercy on Sekendi, especially our market women, our mothers. They've suffered for 32 years. We've had MPP ruling in Sekendi for 28 years, and still they should look at the state of our market. They should have mercy. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, we are crying for mercy. We are crying for compassion. Show compassion on us. For Sekendi is crying out loud for your mercies. His Excellency, please come and rebuild our market for us. People are dying. People are dying. People are crying. People are getting injured. Please. Please. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, our mother, Her Excellency Nana Jane. Please, Prof. We know you are a mother. We know through you can talk to the president for the president to come and fulfill the promise he made to us on our platform, campaign platform, when he visited Sekendi. I am pleading. I am pleading. I am pleading in the name of God. Please. This market is not good for human habitation. It is not even good for us to be in here just as another day. Look at the collapsed structure. Look at the buildings, the stores over here. His Excellency, we are pleading with you. Just have mercy on Sekendi and our market. Thank you, His Excellency. You know that when this video gets to you, you will take action. Hear our humble cry. Hear our humble cry. Sekendi, remember, is the capital of the Western region.
Can you confirm that the woman who got hurt is dead?
Yes, we had one casualty, and then they took her to the hospital, and she's passed on. That is the result of neglect that we've had in Sekendi. We've been neglected for far too long. And I believe that, His Excellency, this is the time to make a statement, to write a statement, to establish something for the Western region to know that you are truly serious about the Western region.
Lawyer Blay Nyameke, ebe lawyer. Kotoje ebu yo cheden. Awu na MP ya ba na owodo. Enyim de John Mahama beye. Ebu nkotwede ana wa ye de pede che constituency de aso wonkasa ho ana. Me empinyo kotodwe na cheden. No. John Dramani Mahama wo ne yi me there. Sekendi takrada we twins. Sekendi no ye penyin. Inti moti biara. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama says sekendi fu we hu ma NDC to me. When you de NDC na jizi no wo mu. Alo ye bu nkotodwa na ayede bibi de bia e lobby na won kasa ho ne de menyo nya adwen. De mu nkotodwe ne de sane foforo na so agina ho. De bu nkotodwe de adwume wo beye honorable kese atoforsen wo ba beye. We release it but the man no why the one kasa won hu bi another way sekendi trochen. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I say sekendi football. Ti maame mo na me papa ma what on ado sekendi market. You know one of the oldest market wo Western region. I do obey. MPP time 8 years anado danko Akufo-Addo. Went to my yet. But His Excellency John Dramani Mahama 8 months here 9 months ni. Obey. The lawyer blame me mu kotodwe. Muni anom ye yim da ban papa abobeye but how we ye peche we na de bia we sekendi trochen sekunde fo ye yim den this abande o se ade oye na yen say ye koyen sekendi takrade development papa o we no yen ndisa ndisi na ya ma hen anti ano de me MP ekotodwe ne na menye onya adwen but I esra no na I the man na why there awo no say won kasa ho ana bibi da madam a picture moon so sodo ono de menye wanya adwen membu kotodwe abana aka no beye nti be maame mu a wo sekendi market sekunde ye market MPP aba ATS wanye oyada obeye yem obeye nti me His Excellency John Dramani Mahama mpanyimfo ni na rete on ba beye market na ment won kan na akoma nto onyim na wonye jizi cause ye ko sekendi a ye yimda ye fishing habo Fishing habo was second and this abano ye moboa. But some Tresam fishing habo. Former MP, but some Tresam fishing habo. Is a this abana ye. Malco second year fishing habo, a bon ye jama far for ye mamma, what one and nam, ni nan or kodo kama. It is second easy, and this aban only second touching a da. I was secunda. Yan share a fishing habo ne kese, na Africa or the brain was secondi. And see. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Oyaza, sekendi market, and ye him the wad the watcher, and people for 8 years went to my yashi. Fia watchy, went to my yashi, I'm a sekendi fo. And see ya water, or Baba Yamahan, ata, yasha fishing harbor name with NDC, will be my sekendi. The second one jedo mam. Oyada, fishing harbor bokodo, and Pierre Membuko to review, and you're yardrin, and see the eternal. Yo, baby Adrian Semre. Yebeko na ye de apomden ho nkomo e de abro edro ba ko a e baaye na nipa miensa ade a memenye bi da but omo nya stomach ulcer yem kro no so omo kamu asema na kire se ulcer ade ye papa madam fu bia na san na ulcer na ha no oba menche for a week mentumi anda for 7 days ni na till time okoye me hu se ulcer san na ha adwene anti nipa miense etumi nya haxa capsules na mixture etumi anom na ayem kro etumi akwade a baby a wo bia me kanfo haxa ene capsules mixture no e de amount ye numbo mana wonu munsuo na wonu capsules no 30 minutes time no wonu capsules no yo Dr. Mike fetu asomaye
Champion King meda was say lawyer de me hu ne say a form of any DBA or they can't now this ready home, but it is fine. Abusia for my memfa aseda enfam free a hack healthcare enfam rewa wo sheme. Na ye ban say na sena kiniko adikan kan me paucho na tre say a haxa mission and haxa capsules and ho adansidie ene ehon komo anameno e baba bidi. Na sena de bia no ye kanono obi bebisa say haxa edi enkra ne haxa ya bodin aba kiniko edi ho adanse a che say ne no adura air trend e wo wiase mu nyina no eye also adura air trend de na che say eye haxa capsules ne mixture aduro no me pa cho ye ka haxa capsules and mixture me pa cho ɛyɛ bibidura side effect bi eni ho abibidura wo no a enkofa ohaw foforo bia ensanfa emrewo na aduro we no ɛyɛ adura a dokitafo baako mienu miensa kosi enson na atena se ana akɔ omunim die abom ayɛ aduro naba na omo ye bae no so mepa ochewo ansa yade mienu ansa yade miensa yade baako pɛ ana esa enti aduro anan komo amene ubedi se wo ye obi a mepa ochewo unni stomach ulcer onka ho misrew uyo obi a osa yefunu mu kuro eni unipadua mu a mepacho onka ho na mo betimi atie bi ebi a na wabusuani bi ewo osa oyonko bi wo osa o maame bi o papa bi anase sabi wo dofo bi mpo eyeden ebo stomach ulcer na wa recommend eye hexamethasone ne capsules e de amano no ono nso so wanom amane ho ayeden atono se yeka osa no eye de be yeka osa na chese ye pese che se ekuro anaba oni padua nim na ba bia ekuro ne beto no eno ne ye faso na ye de ato ne din enti na nsente mo call hospital doctor catch us when peptic ulcer o call hospital doctor catch us when gastric ulcer and na say gastritis o call hospital doctors when esophageal ulcer no pre the doctor person o tiro nyina ne se ekuro aba oni padua nim na ba bia ekuro ne beto ye no ana odi to wudin enu nti eto wonsuru nkoto anim no enu na ofre no se bonya duodenal ulcer se ekuro ne to wonsuru nkoto anim na esan to oyefunu nim a enu na okache os bonya peptic ulcer se ekuro no to umini mu de yi droben ye na mo hayi se ekuro no ho na to ya mepacho enu na yesi bonya esophageal ulcer enu nti eyekuro ba bia eto ye no ana odi to din na tienie ye kasi wonya ulcer mepacho de di kan ma wo yem nhyewo de tosomienu kan wakoma to yem ade nti na me kanisa esan said ulcer no ade nti ameka se de di kan ma wo yem nhyewo ne se ebetena wo so na eche no ampe hexamethasone ne capsules amfa nso anu amepacho ebe kakra no broni be kasi wonya de be efe perforation na perforation eno na emowa no etimi bowra onsuru nketu anim na afi no omo boni mu ntokuro enti yemra se mfa hospital no na baby a onsuru no asai no ye kpo akokokate na ya join baby eye papa no eno na de bia mi bisa se ye kate yempo na da asai na ye be kate emba na nyansa no akase mi hu yanka mepacho aduro ewo ho first no na batakaria dos nti yesi ehunu kramo papa na nso ne de wo pa contentan kase no so ne bisa se aduro baako ben ne betumi asa anase betu stomach ulcer asiye beka cho se eye hexa capsules and hexamethasone se me kasa etwagu e wo screen ani so me pa cho wo de fa phone ne twa no picture wo ko herbal shop wo ko pharmacy shop no ma me pa cho na de a chrom se aduro wei na me pe bi ato anase wo se me pe ulcer etamfo ye be yi bi e de amount na eno so eho asem no de tosum yeni ama wo yem nso ene se yade ne che wo ni padua ni mu amepa cho no ankope hexamethasone ne capsules anonom ama yade na se antu a ebe kaka no benya bleeding ye friend say internal bleeding eno na wo beja wo nan no na sebi moja wom eno na sebi wo befi na moja wom mesrew emane nyansa no wakase mihu yanka stomach ulcer yade eye ya papa anu odene ache se na clinical kan ye ne mepa cho ne yonko na obeda ne nche no ulcer nti wontumi anya de anna o setiti obi a anu ye de ntime pa cho bomode ase obekwa akope hexamethasone ene ne capsules bi na de amana no anono mama ulcer no ase ayeden atu e de afri ni padua nim enu ntime pa cho wo na sentem obi bisa se eba ne sen na ulcer ba me ni padua nim eba ne sen ne kura beto me nsunu mu eba ne sen ne kura beto me yam eba ne sen ne kura beto me minemu ama se yawa mi fam no anu odene a mentumi ende me ho kura na me pa cho tie won se abri na ya ne etu fosinka wo bedidi abomode ana hwese aduane no eyehye esanse aduane na aju na odo nsatum na wudi no ebia emuwa bi kosis wo wonfo boni anye de anhunu wo ba ye no matuko eni to mutuko ye no so no hunu ne so mu besis no omaja emuwa wanketenketi bi a obroni from microorganisms ayemfa yani emfa enhu omo ye bacteria infections a emuwa we eye H pylori omo nom de eye stomach ulcer eye de ba eni to wudi aduane na no ma ba bagu yem deɛ ɛtɔ so mmienu mepatwɔ wokɔ washroom na nkɔ so wode sɛm no ne nsuo ɛhohoro nsama wo nsa ho te fine ansa na ɔde asɔ aduanim woantumi anyɛ ne saa no nti no mepatwɔ na wodididi yɛ no nti ama sɛ bio ɛmmoa wɔyɛ a ɔmode stomach ulcer ba yɛ from H. pylori ɔmanya kwan abɔ ɛde awura wo nipadua nim ɛba ne saa na ɔmohyɛ wo yam hɔnom na ɔmotu nkosua adeɛ bɛkye na ɔmowo na ɔmodɔɔso adeɛ kye sɛ na nipa bi adeɛ kye ɔwɔ ne odi awia ɔwɔ ne odi anwummerɛ bi ɔwɔ ne odi no ɛmmoa wɔn nso so aduane a ɔmo di ɛyɛ wo yɛfunu ne nkatasoɔ no obroni si the stomach lining no ɛno ana ɛmmoa wɔ edidi ɛwɔ mu ɛno nti ɔmo didi na ɔmo bɔ ne mu tokuro ɛbɛyɛ kakra na ɔmo de ekuro aba bɛgya wo so deɛ tɔ so mmienu mepatwɔ akɔneabadi a yɛdi yɛkɔ ne yɛba na yɛbrɛ yɛ ho abrabom obi sɔre anɔpa ɔnkɔduru fie na adeɛ asa mepatwɔ yɛ maame nom wobɛsɔre bɛyɛ ahemakye bɛyɛ tere na ɔmo teke ato ɔmo kɔpɛ ne ɔmo bɛdi maame nom nyame ɔmo nsira mo na mmom no saa stress ahodoɔ no mepatwɔ ɛrelease hormones bi a yɛfrɛ ne cortisol a saa cortisol ne boa ma stomach acid na yɛhia for ɛyɛ digestion no ɛbɛdɔɔso kyɛneɛ ɛwɔ sɛ ɛba no ɛba ne saa pa mepatwɔ enya kwan tere ɛkɔ stomach line ni mu a wobon sɛ ɛkɔ so wɛ ente ɛwɔ hɔnom na akɔkɔfa ekuro ɛde aba wo nipadua nim wɔn sɛ na nsentam wɔ market hɔ na nsentam wɔ adwuma mu uti ya wo ya pɛ na wakɔkɔpɛ painkiller no wayɛ dɛ no wanom wona ya wo ya na wakɔpɛ painkiller no wanom ɛba ne saa na mepatwɔ saa painkillers na nonom ne nyinaa no ɛwɔ ho nsunsuanso a etimi kɔ so ɛma ekuro ɛbɛtɔ wo nipadua nim ɛyɛ wo yɛfunu nim hɔnom ɛni ntia wakɔ ahodoɔ bebree a yɛfa so near the stomach ulcer. Now, ulcer type biara wanya say a peptic ulcer, say a gastric ulcer, and that's a gastritis, say esophageal ulcer, say a duodenal ulcer. Nina no, and no pumasibre, a haxam shanene capsules. Aduro baako pa esa yadeɛ baako pɛ aduro baako pa esa yadeɛ baako pɛ mepatwɔ ɛyɛ haxamisha and haxa capsules ɛnu ntitie signs and symptoms a ubenya obehunu sɛ ebia unya nkɔ hospital na so deɛ wuti nkan deɛ we deɛ wutimu sɛ ɛyɛ ulcer na ɛyɛ ulcer ne tie bi obo hɔ odidi kutuwa bi pɛ na aduane no ɛsɛ ne so aduane no ɛbɛsɛ ne so ɛsɛ ne sɛ nka nipa bia no aduane no kɔ wo yɛ mo pa nka ɔsi ɛsane kɔ wo nsoro nkotoa nim esane kɔnso nkutu no na de wo bedi no anyakwan ba bi agu uyam honom nanso esane se emwo wo ye from H. pylori omde stomach ulcer bay no me pacho omabonro nso nkutu mu honom no omama ɛhɔ no akɔse ahonhon obroni beka se inflammation at honom anase ɛhɔ na swollen ɛhɔ na sesenti aduane no entimi mfiri ni paduane mu anase wo yafuru ni mu enkɔ nso nkutu anim enti wo de kutu bi pa na asewo so ɛno na obi diga no obi hu yira no obi hu tete ne pod ne nsam yenu ɛwɔ ne minim sɛ ya na aduane no wafini nyina aba abɔnten pacho ne nyina no so ohunu bi dia kɔna kɔpɛ haxamisha ne capsules na ohu ɛbɛtɔ na me pacho wo fi aduane na ba wo dia wo na wo sie sɛ ohu atɔ no aduane na wo dia nanka ɛyɛ enu papa bi wo mo ɛwɔ sɛ ɛsesɛw na wo yɛ ɔba asesɛ wafono asesɛ wo nipadua no yɛ tobom kama wonam hɔ a sɛ bi obɛma ne monyamfo bi atimi ato se ɛde afrɛw na mmom no aduane na firi wo mu aba abɔnten no enuanu nuro bɛn ana ɛba bɛhyehyɛw ɛno nti na wo bɛhɛ kakra bi na wayɛ dɛn wafɔm wo so tia na ɛte wayɛ ketekete wayɛ nyanganyanga anhwɛ ya ne yɛde yade bɔne bi ɛba bɛsusu mepawkyɛw kɔna kɔpɛ haxamisha ne capsules ɛma ohu ɛnyɛ dɛ ɛntɔw wɔn se na nsɛntɛm symptoms bi a wonya ne sɛ wo kasa pɛ deɛ ɔne ne kasa no na ɔkɔ n'akyi na ɔne ne kasa no pɛ na ɔde ne nsa si ne hwene ɛyɛ nokorɛ ɛsiane sɛ ɛyɛ kuro ɛna ɛwɔ wo yam na wo kasa mframa fa ekuro no so ba abɔnten no na aba abɛgya wo sɛbi anum nka obroni se bad breath anaasɛ halitosis bɔmmɔdeɛ na kɔpɛ haxamisha ne capsules ohu ɛbɛtɔw wɔn sɛ mepawkyɛ wogya wo na yɛ na mogya wɔ mu wɔn sɛ nansɛnta mepawkyɛ wofi pɛ na mogya wɔ mu aduane bi a ɛbɛka wɔn no bia no agye sɛ wofi ne nyinaa ba abɔnten mepawkyɛ ɔsa ne symptoms ne signs no ebi no kɔna kɔpɛ haxamisha ne capsules ɛma ohun tɔ why hwehwɛ yɛ boa no hɔ itokuro bi na da yɛ boa no hanim sei no obi wɔ hɔ no a ne symptoms a wonya no ɛho timi tutu na abɔfo n'ani so timi yɛ no wusi akyerɛ sɛ ɔte hɔ sɛ nea meti wɔ no ɔsɔre no wansɔ adeɛ mu pa wobɛhɛ na ɔtwa ahwe na kyiri brɛmu ne na kyiri dompe na kyiri nkasa nyina timi tutu no a ohu nea ɔnyɛ ne ho mepawkyɛ ɔkasa koraa ɔntimi nkasa dendenden sɛnea mekasa dendenden no obi nso so ɛnante mpo a sɛ wɔde ne nan bɛsi fam de mpo ntimi ɛnkɔ so sa me paucho osa eye ya papa tutumika na kope haksa mesha ene ne capsules ewo herbal shop pharmacy shop ene ade ba bi biara ya to nduro bia na obenya bi ato ama oho ato one so symptoms a wunya ne say aya na obo typhoon pa enu nti wotetin tasuo sa na sentem aya ompokura say ensonso na aba woyem what for sunsu andro number 1 sunsu andro number 2 sunsu andro number 3 na so still sa oha no egusu ho a kona kope haksa mesha ne capsules why when me na aya signs and symptoms am paucho excessive stomach cause bi aba woni paduanim wo kwa so de wo hye me all senti wa ko hospital ama ya endoscopy ade me pese me kire nyina ne se ya de what to empane so ade drop bi pipe bi awuro wonum akwakoto wo ya me paucho sa de ne ye wo no enya ya resa no ye te swap bi e de collab na ya kwakoye nhwehwemu sa na e pa kire na mom ne se ya de na se betu pa de a eno ane so akwakope haksa me ne capsules why me paucho endoscopy no ne yawa obeti ene hawa ewo mu ntime paucho ene obibiara ye endoscopy da on pese obese ya come back ama doctor say ne sadie ne biom enu ntini watutum nika akwakope haksa me ne capsules enu nti wo wo de yenya nya ubi no me paucho oyawa ewo mu no enkoho no na emom no ko na kope haksa me ne capsules bi nonnom ema osase entumfiri woni paduanim madike ya kase eyade baako pe na aisa adrowei esa eye stomach ulcer enu ati no yade bia ni ho me pacho kona kope haksa mesha ne capsules na enonom ema ohuntom enu ti ba bibiara owo ofre number no 0240 23 83 10 0240 23 83 10 and 0203 82 2855 0203 82 2855 Fesisia na yenim komo Madina dia me pacho se wo Madina dia ena na yenko Randy Pharmacy Kumasi yanko Dani Heba me pacho Freddy Mens ana fe Colonel a friend to tap la yanko Sir Charles AA Mensa Cape Coast yanko me pacho Panel Heba me pacho afe no o kansi drag lane no yanko eye repass ana afe Hebrews ana tamanso so yanko Little George but biara owo biara Heba shop biara ebe won pharmacy shop biara ebe won ukomo abenya haksa mesha ne capsules bi ato ama ohu ato me paucho se wonni bi wokro ne yesi adrowei ebi ni ho na mom wei ya de ma no eye adwuma te se haksa mesha ne capsules amesro ma enje esan say yade ba kope na ye andro no esa eni nto friend number na ba bia wo bia no delivery mpa ya ne bebro na mom se no so say wo na betu your delivery fee afenso so me paucho se wo dadro bia so na nom haksa mesha ne capsules 2 hours time obetimi anu maduro bia woda so na ama yade no eye stomach ulcer no ase atu entem afriwo so from no mani sisi ane ni nkomo yenkyere woduane e wose wudi yenkyere emra no mbra no e wose wudi aduane no ne yenkyere ha wa obenu maduro no na yade ayalesa na atimi abantem me pacho ye din eye hack healthcare ye ne ye de hack samesha ene ne capsules aba ama enei on time to class obi kase me ulcer aba ene tutumnika na kope hack samesha ene ne capsules bi na enonom ema ho enye den ento champion again na mi onsiraw na osa boy juma haksa mesha boy juma osa ya de bone ene nti obi biara enkonkope haksa mesha ene ne capsules na ononom ema asumdie emra mera wase
okay mamenda Dr. Mike afse papa ade haksa hon komo no ode breyen enti unya make sure ne bi unya capsules ne bi aba kunkonja ba kun unum mienu ni na abom na ayem kro no wetumi etuase na so waje ho afio because ayem kro yare a ha adwene ye pa nti yenye ne sa na bibia ntumi nkonkan ato apete of pharmacies license chemical ne herbal shops a ewo Ghana na menja aboafo nkrato mbra ye ba me ho bia so ye de to aso.
Hi, I'm pleased to introduce to you Cancer Mixture, a herbal mixture for arthritic pain.
Arthritis, me. Can't it mixture? No, can't it mixture? No, can't it mixture?
Yerba no drew Moria or arthritis. Can't sit mixture or Benny Juma when you put it inside. I'm a place in the grand. And if you did dinner, menu on your market for in your button, a woman, one menu for. First, baby, I'm from one Sanka, saying Susan, Boliviara, home doctor, and I report for FDA Med Safety App Nodo.
And Katui, FDA App Nodo.
The National Petroleum Authority hereby cautions persons engaged in illicit storage and trading of petroleum products to comply with the regulatory requirements to operate in the downstream petroleum industry. The NPA Act clearly stipulates that no individual shall engage in any commercial activity related to the importation, exportation, re-exportation, shipment, transportation, processing, refining, storage, distribution, marketing, or sale of petroleum products in the downstream industry without first obtaining a license from the NPA board. Failure to secure the necessary license and properly regularize operations will result in confiscation of petroleum products, prosecution under the law, and decommissioning of facility. For more information, contact the National Petroleum Authority on 0302 550 380. You can also visit our head office located at Jolu of the N1 Highway or any of our regional offices.
Oh, Mr. Entry, also, Yaria Titi, be very feepy, now so, the Yamun Yonoda, Semicho, no, who do a matter, Munoshia, a bayan mama.
Nini say, what also time for Haxa capsules, any Haxa mixture, Yanum Kutia or Sanubia Mano Anum, and can what on da, also Drodi, and one Haxa capsules, any Haxa mixture, and come ninchum. Also, Yakura, a toy funo, any and Sunumu, Etima, where Yafuno Ekikawa, what the one any, was it to me, Emma, where Chako, a bra ready di every. Somehow, I also there, compare Haxa capsules, any Haxa mixture, Nanum Bum, now abato.
Predutua, ko Okanshi Drug Lane, Kumasi Dani Hebal, Takradi A.A. Mensa, Anafre 020-3822-855. Appeal for about Tanya Wama on more from for any more from women feeding you know and come. Haxa capsules and in a mixture.
Also, time for FDA Aji Egadi Kratui Atom.
Hi. Now let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa. Upon your arrival, you are introduced to a butler who plans your itinerary.
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my potting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. It's a beautiful place you have visited.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Me brebo ye juma pa. E bia se me tumi ye bibi bo me brebo.
Ani, and waiting about the lift hit from the Moses Clinic. We have also about herbal food supplements. We see the brebo. Ama e ye juma ye.
Ye juma.
Fatopa ye ni no. Anopa ni enumre. Na eboama brebo ye juma ye. Sani be ya e betimi anyam aduane a wodi e sisi ni aduane mo enyi mo kinsi ni
eno na me brebo kia pa
Obenya Life Kid or pharmacy, herbal shops, ni supermarkets a ebeo. Sa wo pedudo so etu a
Fresh 0244 068447. Liftgate, Wawa Bravo, Wawa Nipedia. Edru ye ma penfo ma omanfo ne mmofo a wonya mfie dumie FDA agi dwedie krato yi atum.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your world's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 Ga West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Biomba TVXYZ Power 97.9 FM baby Edri apomode hon komona na ye bro Victory Garlic Mixture edro say edre me numbi 2019 na e wajenga no say ba ye no mo didwuma che omundro no so ye kama pa anti hon komona ode bebo o yare onye binum ebo obi ho awakoma bo pepre abnormal we say wa ma how akoma not to abnormal but here so na energy drink mo jainom and also one of the cause ha yakoma pa anti to se bia na wonan no wonsa treat embo we boost immune system no time am kai say covid by no na eno ana me no
sure
cause also boost immune system
na strong yeah
we anam the vitamin C awon
na
we garlic pom te boa wapom din ye pa anti me kanfo Victory Garlic Mixture mo kasani na wo Dr. Ketwa no timejai no the Victory Garlic Mixture community am over to you Dr. Ketwa.
Snellicon as in this year, Yawa die, but dash of Funina, say, Fidia to TVXYZ. A bread do say, and I are pomade and Comamacacho say, as I saw as a Nibian Femudia said, they be obey me, Eddie about mining chicken or mining puntuality, and I near 10 Victory Garlic Mixture, you may call Dr. Wakon Adano say, yes, you have them dear Betty man, as a better said, Bia, wow, him Debbie and Day in Albania pomade mapa, a feeling Kakawa Biada, anyone, Nina say, Yakofa a draw was so dia Belgium so do ni se na tie e ba jo sei e na ho fe so no esi etieni din e the Victory Garlic Mixture e do ni din de Victory Garlic Mixture me ba jo me so garlic nu nyina wo Ghana ha nyina da o senior ni o pesi ba ko pe e se wono no ni hono mu a obi e ni hono me se and obi bi se me se Victory Garlic Mixture no e dia na ye enani de di kan a wo hwam ya tamu chuku na mbom tie mi sima kakra bi nte obehunu se ye wadro ne ye wadro na wapomoden wodwe ho pa de adro we mama bi mpa ofie da esanse adro we pe ene adro ba kwa wadwama nso a eye enti ani mojamu adwuma mame papa onia be ma wo hwe me ene ya wada mehunu se me nua ba bi wo ho no mo ane menses no emayiye me nua ba bi menses emayiye wadamfo baby menses emayiye eba nso a eya wadi echi ne ya na ebo adwene ntiase so menstrual pain and menstrual disorder uyo oba na se menses emayiye atie mi ye pa wanhwe ni ye na wan Pedro Victory Garlic Mixture no no mo a down come be na fibroid tie me fibroid ya de bia se beta ne padua no so a wanya careful ye be operation ya do sa na koja okwan mesrew uyo oba menses emayiye eba nso a eye wedi ekire ya na no odene menstrual pain menstrual disorder wo onyonku bi a owo saw haw no ana wo na wo fa saw haw mu a Pedro Victory garlic mixture sha se wo no na be hu se dro baji we ya trema membra me ma me papa no se si ade yare ba ko ati atese e wo Ghana hanom e blood pressure any sugar level en kan na beti so obi wonya BP a obi a wedi ni 50 efro crossro ene 24 nya BP 30s enya BP ene sugar level obi bia be ko yes sugar level wasro wanu me nu anum ase ko ase nko be srew de bia me catch us ade ba ko ekofa eye blood pressure be kire BP eba eye high intake of sodium na yedin bebrebe no ene yenuan ni nyina da aye chemical yenuan ni bi honom a eye obi na asha laboratory meche bi ekeka enema mienu miensa bom na wade aye bibi dia ba adwama nso a eno na yede ye ho atoso aye die ene ntie na BP blood pressure adoso ene obi se me diabetes no mako enko onimo obi a wo pressure or diabetes wanu menu anum enko mesrew Pedro Victory garlic mixture unu me do de menya fa ka do na wo nom ne ho na me sha obo se de bia me ka so metimi de me nsadu ni me na esi me bo se do wo bibia ni wa nom a wo ni adanse da adanse ne de edan dar ye ti be se adanse pele tele adanse bu adwene ntiase so nko a na de bia da yetiem eno ti me sra wo BP or diabetes doctor a diagnose who say your high blood pressure or diabetes and sugar level no akosro Pedro Victory garlic mixture onu well do bia onum bia 15 minutes time num Victory garlic mixture we de ka ho amesrew me say o diabetes so me ma na wotwe mienu achi wan kaza fa nko cha doctor say doctor maba hwese me BP no da hemfa hwese me sugar level no akoduru hemfa na wode na se e ma ye ne doctor mo akose wode nupa se aba adwaman so yamra obi a wo se me wo hono mu a na mensa aye metitiriti yobi wo hono ma obeda be sori bia na wonsa yo titiriti omezu wo hono mu a nanu bia wada be sori na nsa we aye titiriti ubo se wonsa na yo titiriti obeto ne ho saa nsa na adwon na adwone afiri so ma me papa onua be ma wonsa na yo titiriti no a pentem na pe Victory garlic mixture do we bi no nom no down come bi ubetimi enya yade bia aya me mpese me body me chest stroke uyo obi on ma wonase etata time empabwa so kra na ewura wosemente ode wonsase unane so wa otimi hu se akwa kotom obisi me traka mu kwa ntenti ana kwan bia enwa mpo a na me nase atata ma me wote wono nya den o tira hono ma ya o meye misitiem de bia me ya na maye eni menya nya nenam na so be wie chie na stroke abetira wo so me de me ka che o se wa pomodin kwa ho na wo ko ba no kro ne koda asen na wo beda ho no mo obi na be mo wadodi anom de ope no be che o se ye atade a wo pe na wo mpe kwa ne ye be che o se se ma metie mi entwa ya de ansa wo hu se ko pe Victory garlic mixture edro we e body pedwa no ba fi jaro bebre hu prevention is better less expensive than cure and I no ka se okoji food akra hospital a and ne bo kra da sen and na be ko hospital be ba na zika 500 Ghana cedis na shom afri botom makado se pesika gu boto na fa ye japade na fa bi etwa wonum spede de enfa ne nyina kwose yade ene di ase Pedro we bi nonom na ensi sa hana no kwan wonsa na ye otititi num wonase atata empabwa na ehyewa eurompa wontenum wonase atata wode wonsa si hunano so a utimi wusa kotom unia baabi di hu nkomo de akyerem unia be ma bi so di hu nkomo de akyerem obabi di hu nkomo unia be ma bi ka to se menua bai aya mensata aya mititiriti oso o jana be ko we de sa na ye anansi bi na akyem mesem tiem anansi biara enche maka cho se yade bia e ba nipadwam a den kaibo be nipadwanom eno ne ye fer signs and symptoms enema be na be de mo hu se yade we e ba nipadwanom na wasia no kwa onyankopon nyazaba ko na adwiri mu no yade bia e ba nipadwanom a omani pedone boy yen kaye se de be ya ye betimi asia no kwan ene nti wonsa na ye titiriti no wonase atata ya stroke ya de na elbow nkaye one pe Victory garlic mixture anonom na nsane mojanimu anaho wunti ni mu anaho aduane bia wudi ye enso bia wonom ya chemical bia ko nipadwane mu ama efia ba woni padwane mu wunti ni mu asisi nti mojani ntimi ni afusane ye woni padwane mu yese mojana ntimi ni afusane ye on saka edro we pe edro we ekoni padwane mu pe wonti mu e ba beda ho mogya betimi defu sane yie onase atata ne nyina da be yade a woni ne beto nkwanta na wapai yemra obi a wosememe wo mi eya mintimi na mesom obi wo ma wontimi na ade ba ko a ma obi ntimi na ne se wadidi na duana entimi digest ye indigestion se indigestion waduane ya wudie no entimi digest ye a ma wonda enkoyie obi wo se mintimi enna ye eduana adwa mintimi mfa na nkomani maame ene won saka dro victory garlic mixture bi to dro bia wa Ghana udu wa on saka dro we bia mesa na juwe obedade obesi obedade ndase ahye obo adenya se bokwa no munyam se ene on saka dro we no obetimi adana wada ye sante enuane nu awodo natural medicine we yemfa chemical bi angu yemfa preservative bi anka ho ye natural medicine ya ye diemu 100% natural en ye de bo asa adasankwa ye bo adasa yade se de be ya obede ho afi enyarewa awodom ene ti adro we won saka bia mesrem ebe wo hudi padwani mu obi wo hono mu a won hyade bi nso ade ba ko nso ene ha nipa entimi se untimi na yi a wo de no victory garlic mixture betima da yi aduande bia se menum ato me pa cho wenum no entoye wenum entoye pedro victory garlic mixture o sha sese wo no no a wo yemu no ebetimi ada wo wetimi adidi yi me so yemra obi a wo se me ame wo hui e wonu ma na mani so echi mi de bia da ni so uchi no de bia da ni so why anemic de bia we ni so echi o sorry bo na obi ansoni mu a wokobo fom ma me papa sa ha na wo fam no se moja ntimi nyafu sane wo nipadwane mu a ensusunsuanso ni bi eno no tie me eye akoma no na ye nipadwane mu nyina adwuma eni eda wa koma ebe gyae se ebo no sada na wo de undan wo bedi wasase su nyina ba wiye eni ti se o ha ba wa koma ho ya na ya ade ba ko ha adwene pa so wakoma no moja ntimi mpompe ye nkwa akoma no ho a eno ka ho bi na nansen ewa na wakoma ebo perepere uye bi kakra bi a na wabre kakra bi na wo tie so kakra bi na wakoma ebo perepere obi wo hono ma wasem hono ma wasem makoma woso me sa ma me papa sa ha wo nyina achi ne yesi pedro victory garlic mixture ne na nunu no enko ni pedro mu wakoma na emmo yie ebebo no ma sanse ebe yiyi entini mu ma moja etimi apompi yie di akwa akoma no ho na wakoma na etimi abo yie se de be ya wakoma ebo pepe weni so eta chi unu pedro victory garlic mixture one ne to nkwanta mapa yan hwe obi a o se me inflammation de biara dani pedwanum ehhehye no na ne bedwanum etutu no de bia mechi bramu o bikotojo misisio wuntinim atwetwe tie me se wuntinim moja ne ntimi enkoye empompi ya eba ne sada wenya reversal eba ne sa moja na enko ne sa ba na chi umoza na wuntinim atwetwe umoza na ase inflammation ni pedwanum ase ya soja de egu ni pedwanum emu hyehyew emu tutu won sakadro victory garlic mixture ekoni pedwanum pe se do we rani pedwanum pe wuntinim atwetwe eye de bia wuti o de bia mesisio me dwonko ni nyina da be wiye ni pedwanum hyehyeme victory garlic mixture duma obia be sesa na no ma no de fini pedwanum achade ba ko aka won se immune system obi wo no ma yade bia be ko wa na be kra no esan se immune system no aye weak ade na nyankopo ye woni pedwanum mu a eboye ho ban finyare wa wodro ho woden aye weak ehia vitamins and minerals a ewo victory garlic mixture se de be ya wono obeyare mpo a na ye dan kwa be chichi bi asem ansa na obeyare ebom immune system no enya hodene wuntini mu etimi da ho moja timi pompi ye kwa akoma no de bie na wa pomodene mapa afi wa wo infection uyo ba bema wenya gonorrhea da syphilis chlamydia tieme wenya infection biara na wen treat ni ya obetimi nya eni yade mesro ye ni we ne ye kane na wankasa bi sa ho se weni menu kwada ho ne koda asen na weni ba kokora be se na menu ni nyina be ko ende be ya ho sempa yese wenya gonorrhea chlamydia uyo ba wenya white bon modern se obenya victory garlic mixture na wano numbi ne be bo ma chemical biara da akoni pedwan mu bacteria bia akoni pedwan ebre wo mu nyina asen edo we be hu ni pedwan ma wunti ni be da ho ubedidi yie wafu na ekese ebetwe aba normal wabe hu se fi ne ko no medro bia hu se ye wadro ene ye wadro ankasa past ventures udi wa benye bi case workeba udi wa benye bi habe pharmacy Kolenak PFA pharmacy Asante Mantem tina se about center shop bia e wo Ghana opedudu etu aton open sembisa bibi na wonti ase opebi etu aton opebi ato nchechemu bi na ope afutu bi na ope wo fe Dr. Mwakoa 0242 54 5633 0242 545633 and I said 020-129-3280. Your number is no egu screen no eso asempa etre adepa de no ande san kwa na sabe beton ho adanse ankofo die no ene bi ne pese wonsu wudie bo wo ban finyare wa entwen yare ansa wope victory garlic mixture de bia da ne yetwen yare se metra ye so pele ansa na eno e kabo bebre pedro we binum keke na bo we busuafo nyina ho ban afi enyare wa ho ene ya wadra ha na edu besi be so se betutu na mo na wo de age wapomode enkwa
yebeda ase papa nti victory garlic mixture ho enkomo na ekodi ye no pebi na no na pe fo ni chemo bebi eton adro bia no wo kwa enya na ho wo kwa na victory ni wa men to me wo ho bia fi say victory pe na me kan fo amo enche ye koba dane ye ho koba ye beji nkonya atena so me wo Muhammad ye Mubarak Watara wa ha say onye ho ofie ha ye she power sina ye ne na ono no head of corporate air communication the Metro Mass Transit Limited yes say si ade omanya mfa so pa nti wa ha ye ne bedin komo ye beti Solomon and Cancer Sonka or ye former communication officer edema Ndisa Mayuko ekuku dami na no mo bedi dwuma ende wo inside politics dwuma so me twa me ho abasesia me ba enkomo
Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic of Ghana, is determined not to leave any ongoing project behind, especially in the health sector. And so, as you heard, the consultant and the contractor briefing us, this is costing us about 50 million euros. This project has gone through some history. The first arrangement didn't go through, and then they had to follow on a second alternative. So there is no reliable, or if you like, a dedicated source of funding. There are projects where you have loan or grant, or you have a specific source of funding. So as it stands now, this project, you'd have to make an allocation on the national budget before you get money to continue this project. There are projects when you inherit, there is a dedicated funding. So once you inherit, you just have to run with it. And so in 2025 budget, we made an allocation of 130 million Ghana cedis for this project. My records indicate that out of the 50 million euros, about 7 million euros has been paid, which means that we have about 43 million euros more to pay before the completion of this project. Your guess is as good as mine. 12 million has been paid. Okay, so that is the records available, and the second IPC has been raised, as I indicated during my first submission. We have forwarded them to the Ministry of Finance. That is a process. We can't pay you without IPC, without you raising anything. And so it's been raised. We forwarded them to the Ministry of Finance. We've done some follow-ups with the Member of Parliament, myself. The last time I did a follow-up was yesterday. I engaged the Minister for Finance, and the Minister of Finance is committed into ensuring that funds are released for this project to progress. I am happy that today I've come to see the workers on site, and they are willing to make progress until any payment is made. And so we'll continue to monitor keenly, and I'll have a special interest in this particular project. As you all know, this is not the first time of coming to this site. I've been here in a different capacity before, so it is my responsibility as a minister of the sector to make sure that this progresses and is finally completed, to ensure they are also paid on time. So I think it's fair. If you ask my objective assessment, I think it's fair. They've made their point. Every contractor, when he or she gets the opportunity to meet the minister and he has a financial challenge, it's an opportunity to put it before the minister. And so it's fair. The minister has come to your side, and it's only fair that she will also tell us what they are going through. But I've assured them, and we are going to get in touch with them to make sure that we will also assist them. If everything goes according to plan, we should be done in the next 2 years. And so we will ensure that in the next budget, an allocation is made for that to continue. We're not going to abandon this site at all. We're going to follow it till it's fully completed. I know is that the government is committed, an allocation has been made, and we have, I mean, every money is money. Whether it's big push money or national budget money, what is important is money is committed to doing it. It's obvious that within the catchment area is very, very big. And so if this facility is completed, the pressure on Ridge and then Lekma will go down. So it's very, very important. The area is densely populated, you know. And so I am very sure that when this one is completed, we'll have less load on these facilities, and it will go a long way to help the people in the society, not only for health delivery, even for the economy of the area.
Okay, I don't say Power 97.9 FM, we're a TV XYZ. I'm red dry, yeah, na ya bebo and common semi gubamba, so yeah, baby D and home and come. And to make us say, yeah, wo, Muhammad Mubarak, Watara, or chairman, which dear constituency cry. Sikuma or the Bembrakwa, or no, yeah, constituency chairman or ho. Na osanso head of corporate communications at the Metro Mass Transit or ha enter so your former communication officer Solomon and Cancer on also Baba Cancer te kukuda mienri na nde minu omo bedi juma ha abo akwaba bibi abakoze
ye ni akinselo Nicholas
yeshi ayache
oh nyagro Esha ya cha ankasa.
Ejuma mswe.
Oh nyame na adum ya kakra benden.
Enra emeti assembly a manage pa ye say so far Metro Mass Transit under the watch of honorable Kale Caesar say munyamfaso ebi a chese ejuma ni kwanenim ya ma ban so ehu say this kashemu ho na eboa eti say boy nkomo kakra on Metro Mass then Yaba, they are delving into the issues on board.
Can we do me that say? Or the kind of mint na ha, menchia, me beloved constituency for it's come out of Embrakwa.
The
Central region. Michia, me party executives, Michio Bibiara, me honorable DC, honorable Olivia Bentel, about Tampa, then Mary Michia, honorable member of parliament. Alaji Alasan Kobna Gansa na me party executives of Funyina, especially me communicators like Commander Asante Nimonina Michiawen nde Enyimri Misansu Chia me MD me boss lawyer Kale Caesar nde Enyimri Michiano
and boss madam for
and ni deputy ni two deputies operation and technical Harun Apauredu na finance and administration FNA and then honorable Chumesi former Brown Ahafo secretary. Yeah, they are doing very well. Yes, but na hana menchia na me kwa edwuma ma ahwa na BBAC inteno me cha wempa deputy MD in charge of finance and administration wo bo edwuma ya nka se na obisa na no kware nua o hwe emra Metro Mass bebo aze from 2004 under Omanpenyin Dada John Ajekunkofo o hwe buses awra wo de start here but taye ne say was say yes survey one won be that is the main reason why in a school mbofra then mpenimfo a wenya mfedo sia ekono wonso no yebetumi aboa ewe secondly I was say yetumi call areas a other cars enkono anything na wade Metro Mass wade buy Professor Miles John Dramani Mahama wabai no once wobeye wa afemede what a lot of buses at the Begumu for the past 8 years. The immediate past administration in Powokona, they were having over about 200 buses a year juma. But no way juma nyina way nyina no. Now way juma at the top fuel expenditure. When you been put into a year salaries, any your friend is saying other a year I was say what you are yes and my workers even Senate do some extent not Senate in a pension tier 2 tier 3 in ampuno na want to mean to ya into the current administration the MD lawyer Kali Caesar and the deputies na omo aba nde ya ye kase e ka bia nya den enu ho other the previous administration work with over 135 million Ghana cedis. Wow. In that within 8 months with 115 buses. Ye to me ye to ya be 10 million cedis. Wow. Within 8 months. Any 8 months and umpono o share emra me boss or take you over up to now umpo do 8 months. Na ye to me ye to ya the mekano. Almost sounds why a renegotiation with your friend is saying one I did the one cow Ninano. One why tenas why negotiating why extend it because when you are buying on a day would do however say won't or hoye baby our park private cars because no contractors will be a pedal budget Nisika because when we say new administration will take over but with the wisdom business minded of your MD a lawyer Kali Caesar. What now say every negotiate very well. Inti ema nde a ye kase what ya see a binimum poguso a wade nyamani be wide wade ebrayan with 115 buses in there at the end of the month ye to me a raise by almost by 13 to 14 million Ghana cedi. Previously, now we're almost getting to 200 buses. At the end of the month, now to me, Scar 1 year 8 point something. Maybe mean kase one award discano and I say be them, but now there's a lot of loopholes our system no more. In there was started cashless, you know. Now before previous government beneficial and administration, now to almost be 45-48%. In there, yeah, kase within this short time, the current administration. Me sanso abo me boss a lawyer Kali Caesar na operation honorable Harun Chume Apau redo then honorable Chumesi once edwuma wa abo inde aye kase minua okọ metro massa a lot is going on cars to me say be let me say 2 months na e was say tie some few things.
The previous government say Bekaya Metro Mass Transit. To say my work be aware your tie, be aware shaft. Ne JSO, a one ya sign, ye tran auction, ne be scraps. A serious. Nicholas. Various yard or what regionally walk. You maybe say way a tie, shaft ne JSO was intimate cells had the end of Muntuano. Go casting you a part be the moon here, and your parts are haunting. And so I did see Bosso, Nature Mutu 2 Yama, what they say, CB, now you now your bazaar. And then I see a trying to scraps. Why? Yes, and it is a mabane say, in there, car bien noir, nes a year friends and 40 hour hono, saying soin, and do more than 2 days our your friends and young workshop. Which is our buying papa. Yes, because of a year in Shishaya is SN John Dramani Mahama or the Ama. A year your friend is saying MD na need 2 deputies. Say one share na reset no e bia ba beka a metro mass a transit. In there ye can send a meeting can make no. Buses be a buy under 8 past 8 years. Nanka buses e ba with contract ebe kono e was saying ka passes e den e ka ho we both and not impo them buses and impo na bi no two be say won na was say work market obi a wonim say on na okra da me your friend saying model no ho passes work impo e bi impo wonya e was say won what dey ase no what man no do Korea na say China no na okwa den work mold bi na what ba e bi impo wa ba emfa e bi na afa nda ye ka say yare stock yen wire house yen stores ya what ties will be bia antino
first no na okọ branches na baby ayen depots no wana na oha na manager wa atwa aba say car we ase bus we ase wo say woto nyama se nso no won ye follow up nkọrịta so ampa say dem nyama no na woto ana wa gisika no this time the current administration manager bia no ska obetumi spend obetumi dia top pass me dia BBA is no more than 200 Ghana cedis. If it is more than 200 Ghana cedis it was say over a headquarters ya centralized bibia nyama no yembases enama de bia intinu nyama no head office o de ba na technical head of technical or hwe no hu say indeed mu hia what the bema work also various places your head of technicals our branches when you now watch na say anyama no then okodo intino this time a lot is going on cashless now making from 45 to bare 48%. In there we are almost bare 95%. Wow. Yeah, cashless. So a trese so many things is going on our Metro Mart nyamin chade inche by the end of November yebenya a new buses. And with the vision of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, lawyer Kali Caesar, and in the deputies, Honorable Haruna Apaure Dunumo were executing no. Meanwhile, yeah, the services be a bar. You will say Emre Daniel was also done. Yeah, Emre do affairs, who say bus now afa a dom do to extend say a man fujina a buses nimuno. Obi feel uncomfortable. And into on for Metro Mart, that time has come to an end. Because the buses Metro Express, Express, buses they buy be a 15-seater, a be a 28-seater, a be a 30-seater, and a long bus. Obi or for car from our Aguna Swede de Abakra, Debria or for car, no de Bejuma, no sound so called. But Kojina station a long bus now. A bemana or Belcosa or call for the other bus any car bia a walk on. Intino ya and she ya sign a lot of argument a year. Companies were supplying a Toyota Hayes buses 15-seater, fully air conditioned. Yeah, the Biba. Wow. Yeah, the coastal buses 28-seater and 30-seaters. Yeah, the ba. Yeah, we swear. Yeah, the another service what they by any Metro Mass. Your friend is saying hiring and rentals. Hiring and contract. Intino any say no eba a purely hiring sorry school so organization one baby where a koa when ye walk where you are baby maybe walk where you are takrade na say ya oko takrade nanka adofo woko jawa moba ye benya air condition even as na your air condition buses yeah hiring services then ye be wo near friend parcel Metro Mass parcel service in a cargo service so idea because uko mikrom like Brahman Kukos and I say Brahman Brakwa to Brahman Sukuma or Dobin Contenase na oba uko ha market wona wo digwana wodoso banti dwana broadzina kontomrena other your friend is saying Isman Bania na DAB but because of your ambassadors and they prefer say wobemana kia ebe kwa kofa no one so akọ small your friends and car bi omo afu se na ebe omba be do ntem by the cargo no eba to extend say cargo no betumi afa oba no nyama ne de aba yen head office ho what the nyama no be go head office ho na eno an say wo be frɛw unyama abedu uwahe say agbogbolehia ye benya mini your friend say car obe movie sa nyama no ede ayeden ede akọ agbogboleshi so what tema ye benya mini your friend say cars obetumi load unyama no ode tenafie mayen o your friend say location what the nyama no ebe bro say parcel so men how say by head office say by your parcel no nya ba eno ani say wo be fro nka obe fo car obe ba in and out no ye the bebro na ya san so ya den ya charge o kakra ba bi the same as your friends ye hwe Ghana nyina kara nebo ewo fimpa any Metro Mass
no
enam sentia what the Metro Mass what the bebo as in intino and ne kara nebo den fo what to car buo mu krampo na menu aki Nicholas onim say aban ɛyɛ na sɛ de sɛ ɔhwɛ sɛ metro mass de wontum
no correct
into all the time into na year pese yesre say this time metro mass afa ne tampa ifra metro mass oya ejuma ye ankasa ye rebrand metro mass na nzema bebre ayeye no ye pede won Ghana for na obi biara ofo shen bia no oye den odwen this time ohun say won obedwen metro mass. One other aspect I was say ofo metro mass ne say you know share drivers who need licenses if I own drive metro mass and no ba obesan so akọ train who failure one for we adwumam nti a kire say won for car no na bebi a ukobia no obetumi de akọ asomdwem yenim say atoenchem de ewo ho bibia atumi si enumpo no nye nipa mpo ne fault a etumi si but ye pe your friends say reliable na safetyness obetumi edu akọ bibia obekobia ene ne metro mass. How many times na what say metro mass when your friend is an accident me did say won enam nhihye ya ewo metro mass mu and until say me de me hu kwawure mu na me hu say look the whole Ghana you need transport operational what your best one systems best to say metro mass but anyone say leadership na amana edian akodu baby akodi but the current leadership lawyer Kalisiza and in the two deputies Haruna Pauredu na Owura Chumesi they are doing very well together with the management in the young conductors and others. Look, for the past 8 years 7 years now 1 year salary increment to your friends and staff, especially drivers. When I want workshop, they two man a car. I was say 3 days, 4 days. No more. I could pass a need the bear now. What you mean? Cars is soon. I was say a cobane young faso. Now what to me do to your workers within this short time. Owura Kalisiza, MD, in deputies. Omo to your friend is saying. I could tell me the ama. Junior staffs no bears 25%. Na senior staffs so no omo atu aketum 20%. Se a person won who say won na wokita shen na one na say yen no or say a wo ye ne no won hu hia mo ntin wo tum anytime bia na won de be kosoro a chain one na watete office because so omo ankwan ba wo so a wo to office no onya aketum because metro mass one jacket baby a can na ekoba na wotu adwumayefo ni nyina ka wademo ntino a lot is going on enche bia ye be hu bus mono afofron ko a ye hu dada bia so biom ewo ekwemu with the help of is SS John Dramani Mahama na transport ministry adwuma wo bo
I'm my friend chairman Mubarak Anasa Muhammad Mubarak Watara on no head of corporate communication edema Metro Mass Transit Limited or Sanso chairman Isikumodo Ben Rakwa a former national communication officer so Abekansa Solomon and Kansa Angela Kwaba Bibi Abakose you watch
what's Obrada na school days no what's Abrabana and play school until you didn't account down there for some time now no say you can see ye bibi anasa abatom reswa odo bia pray a certain role our department baba power until I mean for instance na makasa almost 30 years. To move them voice no omboa or the mukofum. Bisa no one constituency. Because nam form ya my advice.
It's got to pretend me share more time. So
it's got to pretend no only a different. Only a fierce. And other constituencies. But in my and sana may kamasam no. Or them didn't come with the assembly to. Nipa we are say or they fair, honest, and then discipline. And there. I'm a critic of President Mahama. Sir Eshe coming from the recent past, I took an opposition to him. But since I'm a backers, I didn't come and make certain commenter or be able there. Are you still on that stand or not? Say one, not because Eshe. Mpemfu kan wasem de osuna adwene ko no so nyansanko ena wosma Obanyansafo na wonsuma anamontenten. And Akosibro interest in the experience is the best teacher. I can in Aboma, you will find that character in John Dramani Mama this time around. Oma, I am a campaign no, that's is no. Yes, Bonfache. Such as said, oh, near Nimnedam.
Oh, party to me.
Forget about the only a party forward, but I mean, as a human being, no. Medinametron, the name, no one knows tomorrow. Casby or one watch nature, no one knows tomorrow. No being named tomorrow, but this tomorrow, not only actually, he is working one to convince anybody who has doubt on him that if yesterday you had doubt on me, today, what is it? And I am saying that today, John Dramani Mahama has met some of the expectation surge ahead of Tunodun. Why am I? One, he has won election in the history of this country. Ibn Sida. Ntinyama if you don't win no. Wedding can we silly and 2, he has brought on appointment and appointees are 90% reflective on the party's expectation. It been see when this that from Jeroen's time to date. I've been through 1994 number constituency executive. And why on the medicine when this new regime why appointment are the ordinary grassroots only appointees no by 90%. So Obandama Oma internal excitement wo mini etiesi sale ne crash wonum jamra enfa kwano pado enfa no obiara nim no enti obi ho no ohun brother oti ol kasos ano chere mudu nkran so party no mo pain bia meden moko no ho. So Mama is taking us back to the Nkrumah's days of politics whereby CP before no way in total control of governance and party. No, it's not power channel. Anti Medea asma catch MP before there. So one quat which one quat one plan ye. Not the more queer no walk there, what the agra. I mean, Cadamas and Baden that make what the agra when you buy. Got a type of leadership a plan a mama diabano. Or you'll be an enemy, or be mobi. Intending that door. Wohoma obiala. Wow. And yes, one asan so about there. Minia, Samitnechi na mo share the type of politics are here in Sisiana. Unkof being sanko wachim question politics, particularly opposition for politics of de ombwa. But you pano be no sol be resetting. Topic here the man. So I galam say sama. And this be yan and suna say.
No, I saying that.
Into I shas na catch Ghana for there. Yema yenja yeni and lose election. I would when you to a battle. Into I see enjoy na a stop on kofuna bed then a bonus.
At the 8 years in 2 months stop she.
Inti antuma ye. And obiaba no so be. Inti plan na nanche wana asi ne edi ya ibo lose election no. Dem abri nanche awade dem plan ba there. Oh, for electoral purposes na yen tumi ayenti. Sasa we be there. Fei kan ne yen hwede ebotum na ya solver. Na Ghana for what in China wants what won den sooner say won oh sana ndisi fu no ya tete wo mti na awentum ayen den. Anye mepede ye no. Na san yen ya abade a e de wa dwen da den e de abakan. Sisi akosansa the same. Awon so wogina China dede ya.
NPP free.
So when the last tree dies, the last man dies. But what gives the tree the strength to grow is water.
On the Esimayina da yenko Mahama's building Ghana we want together. An impact so far. Nti on komana na yeko yi.
Odi kan me fo nche kesima ahwefu netefo. Na adofo awo secondary takrade obuasi Asante region himfa bebiala central bebiala and that would tell me the Obaka and so look at so around. Maybe and I'm a can or there, you change your style. Now, one newcomers a while about what I said, Ghana for obey one down one corner and ditching and for me and Yajuma. Impact. The impact is overwhelming. Obrunimpa, Nadrin and Intiasido. But ye ain't pay, the baby ala maybe be ala, but pay account. In Jessica for 1 year could do baby now, but can be made or ye. But the moon there, or children all pay become. So far, so good. On then, such a resetting agenda now. First approach, the type of ministers are appointed. Almost the average frontline minister be I know why a deputy minister, another or substantive minister. Into the meaning panel or to the president Mama Nankasa. And that is the first time in the history of Ghana, Yenya president Wakona Waba. And to Mama MP before Crampo, will be a problem. Because I be a comparison with President Mama, one Nigerian bar. Nana do Nana Wajatum there is unfit into Yamabi Honade. President Mama about correct MP before mistakes. No mistakes are no 2016 and 18 months. Now say Eshe and Yama Papana Diego Aquemina. First, although didn't come Ghana for Indado, no nya regime offering messages of hope and assurance. No nya no not the bay or yen. For the first time in the history of Ghana, computer placement. And in there, where placement 1 year correction biala. What the corrections ni na call regional centers. No bian conquer corrections na we are wabeye final placement na awufu biala ni dinesina yekoyenim. 2 akwa nursing former os dem obeye ma ohia ni biala okọ free SHS no onko yes kesem to onko tun ato admission form ti abana eden wacho do biala onko to bi asanso ekobioma sesiala sehwe yen education system ayomia abamba sesiala os ni next targeting there all be education infrastructure expansion ama abufu be biara organa ha bia about tro BEC biara obenya secondary school no widen wako because education is the best legacy humesuani ejapadia ebotumi dia ma oyimpada seni we also need the big push no ore fa enyama ore how amensina potem into akwa central regional we yi ka kwana papa bia o connect central regional so wan ye the mad now but my economic activities on kokodo Aba western region the same thing since after was we fly over Kojo Krom wala sho Kojo Krom there pe kona to kwana na ensim ntama na obo 9 pe aka eja aju ntwabana na no so ensim ntama aka
daboase
iti president Mama say all those problems ni nyala no or the big push or the be yefu when it comes to transportation of goods and services na sense aba railway say western regional minister okọ krobim wo chebi owo takwa and amenfi east one borderline
okay
why the galamsey how they do rail line as nyina
serious o
ama catch one there ade am paying listen be say scam ya da be nie no na ho momo good way then wale say no because of bibi kakra obey then obenyedi akọ industry say ala President Mama with the big push in there, they are going to make sure that the average Ghanaian is a farmer. Anti-setier agric minister now. Now, what's in Kukon Ketinketi? A biala why ready to obey Kukon. A ban a baba mano, a day chicks, feed, and other things. And already know, a ban on Yanko for Kasa. Wale ye feed industries or Ghana Hanma. Say Yan Kuko chicks in Yana say feed number one ubo.
Okay.
Into other aban oyono. Name there, so you power the obedi. No baby obeda. Oh, you only put us on time how no bebre. And it's a resetting. Resetting then. You have to make sure that the human needs, the basic human needs, food, shelter, clothing, and among other things. And sa agri kemanu mudwa unti mampenya atundin feed Ghana,
yes.
Such as ya. Inti sa mampenya magana ya do ye dia ye duban according to late than latter. Na dubana bu ni ye ko exporter. Na afi na Ghana yin beton akade becha ye didi so bia didi no no sa more kind of many baby bed on works and house now. No, so government only design a very nice low cost accommodation.
Be low cost.
Echo takradi new site. Echo anadjusted. Since I am because of population surge. This is a high rising. About 4 or 5 story. Ama dan asase kakaro wenya dom do hwe echo a western world a accident kakaba flatter ni rate of friend property rate no be a dim chinda be sim widen wa kosol and this abandreba inte wa ebon nkofo 160 center of town na wa start there wa engineer na nkofo mbesi binya den insudu mo den on kosol ni ye make use of space. As also share a government payroll a target awaba resetting, and there's a committee in parliament or deal with local governance. Na munya ureboho. So nye mampeni mama sambaya ni enim do the local baby other Ghana abandon ni koshe pa ni local governance. And there were better na one na we investigate one the politicians when the Ghana ska one person. Public Accounts Committee one year. And why we local governance committee no? In the bone there. See, start there. You deal with the public and civil servants now. Mo bi abon one there. And sana mo ko assembly or de me. Sana ono assembly DFO, MOFO, no ni one no. Won the time de bi obuko ko bunkunta ya. One first cabin fan for baby now. The be mo said away then. What the year? And the impact of resetting agenda no is immeasurable. Na enemy yentum tutu amika na yenka de wa budu ama but mo ashasen abrabo na shase ne newi ono de hwene entu ana mon papa onkosuye enti ahwe mosi na mampanyi mama na pamfo wagye nyamal toto akwamu na nyame ambantema government bi o Mexico onya 70 years and send will fit power say nyame ambantema anhwa na ndisi wa break record no kra no wa abeno because what is happening now is too good for the Ghanaian to enjoy.
Okay. Meda Solomon and Cancer Ase. Ye didn't come afa Mahamas building Ghana we want together. Any impact so far? Chairman, I'm saying Metro Mass with the impact in Ibiaba, Kakra or the better so. Yeah, Yankwe.
Yo, Meda say Miss Ansuchia Ayashafo, Netiefo, Biom. Ichia Yemi communication officer, Kwisida Kumasha, Onyina Michia when Patrick. Or ECG or Brahma is kuma. Minya it says John Dramani Mama the sender me boss wakano. Ninyama na nejuma oyede odoso. Na ebro adwene ntiase. Because you share within your friends 9 months. In Juma wa ye. Na bosha o share ye ne hu anomontua ogudua. Otua echrese Ghana ye wadachi ye wadachi wo is essence John Dramani Mahama nimu resetting agenda no indeed because ye campaign na MPP for na want jama na one dictionary no and I say one we have the men no na say abrof na one shadanti ase also because so be research adame ade no e was say no na was answer eyi afa hina akosi nti no o ka say obeye free SHS ye no also oba e kire say oba betwem in the history of one now was what the free SHS e buy say ampa say yes yemfa ma we mpo dia John is John Dramani Mahama no this sika kese e di ahye your friends and free SHS mo even MPP for oman for say sika no aye den anshim in the o share boss oba tertiary institution obi a wo be call first year e wo nursing training university technical university nyina no o admission fee wo be den wo betua ye buy no na ebinum we nya admission dada one can say because of yonu na bresu na wonya admission into no ontua otua woni na won sika ye den ejema wen in the young the same district assembly Miami eskumo do be mbrakwa district is na eti na wo hwe in the common fund akọ district assembly King Nicholas amount for 8 years sika womu enya no ene na 2 quarters in the akwa district assembly the second quarter sika by were even a small dobembra akwa na ye 4.3 million Ghana cedi the whole 4 years first 4 years of MPP common fund ekọ ebe small dobembra akwa na emburu 2 million Ghana cedi so it means say 8 years common fund na only even 1 quarter but in there year can say 2 quarters now a small Dobembra have gotten almost by 7 million Ghana cedi what the mpuntu juma what share Muslim community share bosha or share holiday or the bemayen ampa or the amayen hajj fair or tis or by within 2 months no what hajj fair so in there why she share one person go haja what's way pay your friend is an account bia ubetumi wo na onya 5,000 ubetumi di akotum onya 1,000 ubetu say na ebe ya before ebedu sa time no nyese obekọ akobo besia because in Islam ubese okọ haja yenkobo besia mfa nkọ haj
okay
when adria is essence John Dramani Mahama why then wenya ushe all sectors share new appointment say na me boss oka constituency bia will testify say indeed is essence John Dramani Mahama he means business and he understand NDC new legacy ye wom share Indra the second by the your friend said deputy head of missions here by your can say ambassadors some are constituency minimum constituency vice chairman
yes
me colleague wenya oko your friend say oko deputy ambassador minimum regional zongo caucus coordinator oyo babesia oko UAE it tells you say won it's essential John Dramani Mahama or the near party no na oti party na say indeed party ni na ede ne betina o ansana your friend is saying Ghana for gini tumo can this yanjine ntuma na yanye adwuma amana because also president for Ghana no kware but MPP ni wa ye campaign ama John Dramani Mahama so in there amana MPP fu osuro show youth and when your opportunity show youth when your opportunity show various CEOs which let's say you were daching he's building the future for Ghana sa future na oman paying the first president Dr. Kwame Nkrumah no person obodo Ghana no afina edumura yenye obi a obodo sa future na Dr. Kwame Nkrumah obodo ama oman Ghana yenhwe ye health center in the common fund eba ye DC na otina ona wo discretion actually say oh when mo what me pe wa saminti no me nkoye say mawe when mo pe wa saminti me ye say mawe debi in the what about 10% for you say emu 20% ye be see 24-hour market e wo district bia and number 1 priority at district capital. I was say what's the 24-hour economy market, clinic, police station, home, and other thing. From next year, they are going to start what the drawing neighbor baby are the same. Wow, copy baby unko season wa ko see 24-hour market debi what the drawings in here there at the eba. Baby obe say the same thing. Yes, we are kwan won sem. Uko is more than black on the central regional. Ya kwan na in here and other places, but with big push. Now we say every year constituency bia obesiese na wa ya kwan foforo with 10 kilometers we kire se wo abanya odwe hwekan ondwe ni ndawo when you buy baby for the past 9 months what is a scandal be isiana and be behind 3 months na started saying scandals. This is the promises Essence John Dramani Mahama or share Ghana for. No scandal. Nyetiani say nyama na ekoso. Minister Pia because obia nduma waye no what the measure. Into first reshuffle ebeba no enam wadwuma ho na wo be hwe na waye den. Whether wabema na watu aso anase wo be reshuffle into obia ni abre. Say na me boss lawyer Carl Caesar na ni abre a opese oye ni area na bibia eye fine no. That is all. By MPP time even baby aye appetition ye down the appetition po mo bo ka de to wa ma gihok e ke mo jato no Solomon haramu o ba Debbie Meka mi imam ti ase baby e twa loto wo mo bo ka de to wo loto e be du be wa ma na obi ampo ndi bi no o so ye boka ebe intinu me anytime make say wo it's good say wo it's Essence John Dramani Mahama NDC party won lose 2016 election nka we lose na up to now nka NDC na da so o make say nka mumma your friends and na da kwa Akufo Addo kwan a nka obesisa Ghana so it was good we gave him that opportunity in the obi biara ote na asema ti say penin bi kai so utumi survive 8 years of MPP a kire say wo your friend say Abunsen Jim obe life for her. But in there look at what is going on. Minister Bia is very careful adibia oye because udiagura obeko akodem udiagura obeko so it tells you say wo this is the right president Ghana for ebeye yempo a wo me eka me nko a once sa Ghana constitution na yenye Arab for the anibi ondia obra onankaze wakaze debi mumprobi foforo because with the vision that is bringing on board we did this resetting agenda. We are on course. Schools in Sem, your friend is saying, Ayarasabia, wherever. Even look at the performance of Black Stars. Look at the performance of Black Stars. We need because it's share papa na baino or the atu film or the ama or mino. So I think it's a King Nicholas. A lot is going on, and it's Essence John Dramani Mahama saying na me brother Ekano. Wana na yen say, including even MP before say obetumi aye no. In there, workers was it's Essence John Dramani Mahama. We prove you wrong because he's having a lot of people around him who are giving him that moral support. Like my father, Honorable Julius Debra, Chief of Staff. Na chief of staff Julius Debra Diwechi no your chief of staff nyama nkoye say emfa ma. So that's the reason why things are going very well, and it's Essence John Dramani Mahama and NDC government are going to succeed. Okay, you be say Ghana ebe kra be hwe.
Okay, mama fanchia kese emfema takwa jata Ali woko takwa nsayem constituency NDC FN security sem odima akotini ye papa ono so no ye head wo akon responsible cooperative mining ekoso ho ono na odano papa mo rock mining no mo ye akon responsible cooperative mining enti takwa jata bebi a wo bia bitia wo hwa uso a wonim no ka kire no se yechia no na edwuma mo ye ohunhote nti saa na yɛ responsible cooperative mining mekɔ abɔso so a mamintia chairman Osman Dauda Sofo woso mechecha papa war chairman wo abɔso also responsible cooperative mining ekoso wo abɔso no no so wo na wo da no ho mamintia metia no na metia chairman Guda so Dala Guda no so no ho te sen wo ho hye won nyina wa abɔso na abɔso foi won gidi nyame ya adoma Saturday or 11th of October yankasa abɔso youth organizer NDC John Achim Jr. Oyadea nyame ya adoma or join the table of men this very weekend Saturday wo abɔso town hall amankasa MC Mohonti Saturday moho abɔso MC ankasa meboso Mike say when he said the catcher nti yankasa youth organizer NDC ko ganwe so no na odano ho John and Beatrice wo war kama pa John joining table of men ti nyame pa yina beba bete chiri wo abɔso town hall ho na bibie tumi akonka nti memo congratulations in advance John Achim baby will be ano Chicho Aboso Saturday Maba Kamoho na BBA tum ako enkan. Nyame adom sa coronation sonko ceremony awo yama Nana Kofi Kwakwa Nana Kofi Kwakwa wo ejuma ko their backgrounds ejuma ko their backgrounds Abraze family of ejuma ko Wharton's Afro Bibia Antinana also nyame adom a baba bete which Tuesday next week Tuesday Nana Kofi Kwakwa wo ejuma ko their backgrounds na nana so when you way sa do kama na bibia etuma konkan ti baba bete mwichi kama pa na make house safari Valley Eco Resort na medru so na West Africa ni sesu ni ha enti se wutie bi a ope 4-star Forest Lodge Resort first of its kind West Africa Safari Valley Eco Resort na make am for the amount on your 24-hour service for time you be do as a guest bia ya beje ofeso na ya sumu yi pa na wudru surrounding the wildlife into zebras antelopes mara echese enema ne de ahuru bebre na nkasa na mepacho yidu ha wedi beji ye papa mwahuru wudi bibetumi twamfo nyini saaso na wudru ho bioma enema oba experience ne se weni ense de catcher ye be mo as a guest will be experience enema be mo weni age world class accommodation bia obeda with private swimming pools ahuru saaso na restaurant service koso ho open local and continental dishes ni na no ade koso ho omo world trained experienced tour guys on show ma ekoso ho biom omo solar energy usage ho anti electric transport system a wutem no koba a weni beji ye papa biom wudru ha ye wo cycling no horseback riding fishing on man-made canal and sana 9-hole golf enema bebre na ekoso ho no be bisa na Safari Valley Eco Resort wo eni baby asa Eastern region Okre district de ehonomo it's for reservation for 0596 914394 0596 914394 na woni empeni for ending komo Medimosis Diagnostic Center medru so Medimosis Diagnostic Center almost a men can show say omo laboratory service wo ho omo to mehwe liver ne kidney function test omo mehwe ediamo cholesterol mehwe blood count prostate no so omo hwe so prostate level no to send gland no aka omo ye urine analysis blood sugar ne niam bebre na ekoso ho digital x-ray dental x-ray wo ho ni na no me ye wo Medimosis hwe mo cha kwan wa dental bar opposite the police station Accra he omo ho from 050 349 4885 no ni Medimosis for ending komo ex natural mineral water na bedru so insa amuda hokroje bi ni ye wo 350 ml on it say ball we 500 ml na wo 750 ml anti parties family celebration occasion we are no ex natural mineral water on na make count for a day amount pa ye oba XYZ broadcast ya himfie ha ye wo depo ha kase opank Robert dudu bi openo odepema sa so na melko mo ukwa on sebeke bi and obetumi afre factory wo 0596 273546 0596 273547 ex natural mineral water simply natural Power Specialist Herbal Hospital, Dr. Akusua Eduya Ohene Yere. Also, men can say hepatitis A, B, C, D, and I hear Ubo Mebo, fatty liver and sciatica, prostate, when none was an ebu, and answer baby ebu, nipedumbia, ulcer, component how fibronina and oba, Power Specialist Herbal Hospital, Omebo Yepa, Kumasi branch in Ofe Yasi Lake Bosumchi Road, Jesbro Filling Station, opposite to one or more, Accra branch in Okwabenya, Pokwasi. ACP Road ho omo ho Takrade branch no Anaji Estate adjacent Anaji MA Primary School ha from 0244 544422 and 0200 383831 na unimpeni funding komo na bibia entumi enko enkan enfemosa me pacho Otria Herbal Center and answer Otria Herbal Powder duro omo de buy from Divine Hope Center Divine Hope Herbal Center omno de Otria Herbal Powder buy nti bema na oba osisi ye we ya saa so na koko na ha bema wa yembre wompem olibido no form stroke na ha wa na sa yemkro menstrual disorders ni na wonya Otria Herbal Powder ebeboa pensu emu aishe kakra dide kakra wonya sensuo na me pacho bebre no de biegu mu ansa chet wo bono guma we are good to go enya na organ ha bebia ye to adro bia odro so pe Otria Herbal Powder pebi na bobo na ebeboa ye papa we say Otria ye adwuma open ho asem bi sa frɛ 0591 565 557 and 0550 639 037 na bibia ende dinsa Liftkit capsules na medru so ono no so me pacho be support liver function yepa sa so na niemembo ni pedue ne be ni na afi ho esanso enhance metabolism and sana digestion to me can for Liftkit capsules ede amount wonye bia bebo anya na organ ha bibia to andru bia for 0244 06 8447 0244 0684 47 na bibia intum enkonkan asa na bibia endedin enfemo ugo so etie Power 97.9 FM wo hwe TVXYZ abra yedi Inside Politics jumedie yedi bro ti ma we fidie no nkoso enna ha ya biom ensem egugu amba so ayedi hu nkomo yenhwe galamsey fight illegal mining na ekoso progress so far yenya ntie na yehu jumedie a mpenifo AD Metro National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat from NIMOS Juma Omudin Bradren Ntiasie so say 2 Chinese nationals so ma kwache omo a no so jomura pem ho omo ye galamsey sa omo bo adwuma ebreselo yentiwe
and galamsey fighting yeah campaign ole ma betumaye now then you know so you check your drink on what they become and human contact near too much no breed corruption into order yes na yema policy and biting punitive measures oba and she say o kanimpa manimpa obosrade into me susu akire ma one warrior and the one or the embra organ hade on yini biala wo ye galamsey o asase do ganam embra yetu yanyu kokota the minimum I bet them here 10 years maximum here 25 there you dikro there ye sanahin there ye wana DC chief director of the district medical director and one awarded that district now no and painful no other way one asedi do obehwe dem nyema bokoye nyina dem mbre okan wo nyina ala na ye special court for that near pa judge sa ye nyim won pa de the ma judge free a one man dem court at the regional levels no it is careful asia onye ye near sans ye implement IT measures are the better tracking Obama with the overwhelming evidence no judge Kralun to Munkotina Honor and then on the Adansukrumu on form mobi o Sunday share free eja tanumberdo I started the year fight against galamsey yamo I too much physical na nyimpa da se ni de munia ambra no onya da agin bo komisi siala dia ba gi bribe menyo kasa si siala wo ye adwuma swampara but mo ko no obi nim she forest no agye hono aka che wona wo other places man pay ni ya him in a communication setup every president as a man standing in the mirror atasia ojina hwe mo hunu na wona wogina ne nchen pe anti yentina ase na parliament na man munu nyina National House of Chiefs the clergy the political side ni eye the membre na ni ma de oba chichire man pe ni se gu na chida when we don't come out that embrana asofo obakwa minister ho waka pacho ama obi ota to correction chapel waka chin galamse ahimfo ye wo bumon to the stand there ye ntumi ncha ahimfo wo bona wo eden wo ye ho enso oman biala apemu biala ehimfa biala owura every area in this country ahiro I want where the first custodians of the land are man paying popas asia wo ho ne then yako enti wana abo he ne wa makwan wo Ghana ha wo betum wa ye galamsi abanso ne hye bia omboa bi de ye mbrade obi mbaji karte no nko prospecting wo forest reserve ah de ye the membra no ye declare the membra null and void the offendal call forest reserve biara ni one ma all the Ghana ban obi lances don ko prospect wom yet to the me embranu gwa ahemfo baby won you tum wodo pa on forest lands forest lands biya reserve and the prerogative of the president anti ye the membrane ye gidame tumuno ye different president na la ye Ghana ye de ye njapadi na ye da hye ni nsem ni de anya ne da hye nsem so anya so ye san catch de enim ekwan bia de e de forest be mo bia so ye Ghana ni so ye hwana ye forest awaka no oye ye bo ban normal mining po ye mpe wom ye mandam pe na say ye install a satellite to monitor our forests. It's so simple to track our minister work there. You declare honum security zone. Security zone without monitoring. How can it be effective? Unless the minister back chairman out there after declaring it a security zone. One for human beings in quite now. I mean that the nipa that's any part in quite now on mine and Ramen Yadrin because Okona Okukuru go to crew more shine in my pay or budget. Into more human contact if you are not by more of a policy and then laws and rules and regulations. Add the rules and regulations, you friend Diago. And you know, Krumabo don't know yes of first man in Ghana. Kwame Krumah bedu yenye so first man no
yenyi na yim da underground mining and way rock mining
until recently now why the recent robert ni na IMF conditionalities ni bebre no dey abedu the mabri since a man paying here big push reset na bada baby only yes cap funama so am tiempo me ntase chide na la no nkofo why former why bi da wo ketina chiru hu de ye benye ska free awonya into abandam dia young gold no young stop foreign nationals all beji gold lands bebre no na more no young put Ghanaians young merge Ghanaians
mama we there auto say be a Ghana for the front no foreigners no wait you
te na me try there ekọ China Ghana ni na ekọ China ni front mo wa still one for man anya ni abayam brother before you can do investment here no you need local content no how well structured that local content is or a local content of fronting or local content of participatory. How is the supervising entities no will supervise eco free zone border or the biting laws bro you know or fraud to pay yes is Ghana take over. Since I be Ghana ye do no we don't need to lure investors too much because our economy is a globally competitive economy. Here that Afrina, but you believe in the tax holiday. That is why Ghana for be now work school coach when you know what to have a man this pan of a so 1 penny this is 1 koto. On there, MPP now you offend the tax holiday a tax you offend no tax exemption. Now why you too much?
Business on
and don't think what Ghana for when you baby blessing Egugu banks. Egugu Ghana for one banks was why you mistake. I will bring you all about it. I know this guy don't show my Ghana no. And that's on fire.
That's serious so.
Oh, into other President Mama. Other President Mama ban oh yeah careful with tax exemption regimes and also Ajibaba. Company woman contractor, you trying to contract a cow. Ordinary equipment, Lebanon say, man tax a year holiday. I wrong. Another demand the tax of the yellow wear equipment, you know. Ghana ban for there. Oh no, your friend a butter. I butter trade. Momo into Equa, Beja, Mosugana for there. No problem. Inti say a share. Galam say, Anna, I want to say on authority there. There's no way I be denying Ghanaians from participating in the gold processing.
Well, in the gold body establishment now, wabo pay.
No, I know the a decision waba ababwa. Now at the same time, no more the young there. Ghana for now will participate in the gold downstream activities. No, what is their knowledge base in the industry? The reason why. Wali a illegal mining all how Ghana no because large scale miner or your mistake was sanction no cheska no no can until on your mistake I mean kakra oboase from 4 years to 11 years on the meaning that papa but yeah, Moffman, do nature do be better than come to us away, man. And so soon your crying so I poisonous. At myself, a combining communities now. You will stream be able to know the danger, if you be so danger bone, or Charlie the Moon, why then? One, but in soon so on say, but I ensure or free, Bupona word to Galamsey woman, or pump if you form a banner. Because down on into our panty every day they will pump in Sweden then underground more bathroom to the moon no why a small streams be not ordered down. Now say if a Ghana you don't care small scale mining now or they make sure that the small scale miner and okita a qualified mining supervisors and mining engineers and this is on the search into the mining sector no or that ban now ban off regulatory laws and then also a technical efficiency lines into say a Ashanti region Ekowa be mining kodo pa Ashanti region Manso Nkwanta area then Adansi then Ashanti Achimlas Konongo enclave and then Ahafo Ebano Mankanso area hona and yes into hono na Kenya see a half in Ashanti no in Ashanti no na site 3 mining mining technical centers like in Nkrumah time where agric extension or agric technical center Konofa or na ye the main no nti your regular mining supervisors are what cause site what cause the adwuma na area no or meet the standards are undermine the environmental and our water bodies are. Because the main challenge here will be we are not going to win this challenge with the human contact. That one are different with everybody. We are going to win this challenge with proper, well laid out plans and programs with proper supervisors. Because Ghana ni biala, baby, oh yeah, you are trying to call here on time, Jimmy. That is why Kotakradia. I Kotakradia. I don't know where you want Gapoa. 4 o'clock was son original. I don't know where you want PWD. 637.1 son feed the moment. Correct. Really, the man. Inti Saban Yansha Yan social cultural and your podcast systems. I owe more money more. Near find design proper plans and farm. I know President Mama. When we brainstorm every American now, I'm on there. What you team? No, I share. No, I know Baba Jaka. You can't tell me what to do. No way. He's a good listener. Well, Mom bet mat now for 2 hours. I bet I'll bet you the man. Or you interest the for notebook a cabin wide. Why not? We are all sharing and contributing our ideas. And I tell you, Ghana for Yankofubia. You're freezer and your bail. And you share a din. And to sell control your I am human contact there. Oh, Ghana for baby to say, yeah. Oh, people but my code you do. I was asking now. Are you? Remember? Oh, I was no, are you? I no, ama. No, mom, what I was to know, young Caddo, Baba, Wejma. No, mom, and Blias for any. See a day, yeah, be. Now, are you? Yeah, go away. Yeah, something meaning I don't know. And some more. Yeah, I don't know. Adamus mines. She's a Ghana India. I last kilo Ghana India. Only you brand oil and also. Why I don't know? Also, I'm some Ghana into my mamma pay. Enti Yentao, and I'm in Pomedo Conde. So by what's the decanicalization about the guy be a nutritionist be or by a pure science. And what about Bajin Guasi? Martin there. In Sunan Casano, oil call, or flowing water. All call. And this year, stop. You told me what the geography and other related students know all the way my man there. Although search all the water bodies and their connectivity. Yeah, okay, this area, you told me stop mining in 3 months. In Sunan Debris nila then with him, but there were areas no ebua on affect water. But ni most of wali and so onboying until Aberdeen yebe. I'm missing there. President Mahama has opened up to everybody to contribute towards making it effective. I'm no contribution there. Yanyam bloch on him. Yanyam blochi. District in Penfua, you don't want to district police commander, district health director, one way of district minimum painful. And to say, Juma, yes, Mamma, your Ghana. That's all Kodra. When you uncle them, a Caribbean 10, Nickasi 25. On you year 2. Yes, I'm saying, what to a boom as well.
Madam say, a Solomon in Cancer, not yet in Cano, Mamenko, a Watara, Mubarak, Mohammed, eat you. Galamsey insua say in the and this abai nice SN John Dramani Mahama no Muamana insu Ghana insu ayaden asay mom de meka de oya yaw oya asefem o twemu wa baby na hu insu sene insu neniwa aya even yana aya mfichire haya ufi kunyako udu kunyako a kunyako water works wo so ana oye ma asho adentia because of this galamsey but me no me centered on what is SN John Dramani Mahama na ban war ye about fighting the galamsey in there every day what to say omo akwache galamsey for Chinese for wom India for wom ehemfo nyina wom na Ghana for na ema wan sa protections so na woye sa ade no in there Ghana ni bi ntumi nko China nko ye dem ade no to me I don't think say ye bilateral relationship ayewo your friends foreign ye bia no echere say one bra no one be say your friend say ya asase na yensu ema ye no say na mi si na ka na kware is about money ba ye de ya dwen ko sika hu too much so a Ghana yenya da achi papa bia o eda ade na ye de ja echirimba so I was say this time no more on fano to say a agrobi and I like the way 9 months for we duma warrior
since Tuesday and then dry and then there they be out to say wo mo akwache your friends and this girl I'm safe for but to say Sergeant John Dramani Mahama waba abegina wo akase wa declare obi so oh we dey oye innocent ade oye na legal President is Sergeant John Dramani Mahama no ihe na edwuma no edwuma Ghana for the man na edoso to extend say oba abegina wo akase your friends we legal na say we illegal mining na wo ye the same people are here telling us nipa na musi ye declare state of emergency ewo galamsey your friends ewo mining sector no in there you are there defending somebody awako say yensu say asase iyanya achum no into sometime when I'm closer to minyankufu sebe minum say wo adwen papa but enam say what do one akobo MPP ntino na menuwa na mehwe nyama tutu because it's a political party and one ti ho without camera e won sama waka but roba camera no so a won sama waka in nyama say yes I say nyina no look enam nyama pa is Sergeant John Dramani Mahama oye ntino one person yebeka na wona ma wo ye sa galamsey ni se na be ya concentration ebeko galamsey because one ankaza one research actually say galamsey number 1 na ma wo ye then wo lose one elections intino once we have a plan say mayam nya bibi no all the time nkofu ni nam galamsey say what's in there Ghana for edu baby a wo ma MPP ni ko gina baby so otwitwa ni koko say because and this abai atu koko mu 128 cedi ana yes sir in that what the 400 cedis abai kan no e da sem na wo kan won so we shouldn't always see them say abai no so ye bibi fa ho but abai so ye nyema bebre abai biye nuwa vitamini nyi ye Mr. Tisamiu abai from Rollins eba kufuo eba is as your friend saying Professor Moss this is the first time in your 1 year the first 8 months aben wa banu wa to koko buomu aben die no why is from Rollins this time this is Sergeant John Dramani Mahama so nyemo bebe wa ebetumi aka me I don't want to dwell on MPP for wa kwashe binu wase na wo say so a wo person wo ye shift your attention with the good work of his Excellency John Dramani Mahama in the ekwafu weni aje apart from say wo wa to kokom for the first time about first year few months wa to kokom akufo ado bae 2017 2018 2019 one two obaye obetum okotum 40 Ghana cedi but ye nya obia oye badwemba anko jira koko fun so otwa koko egu just because obia betum 128 cedi wanye bida otwa ya ko 2020 election no ko 240 Ghana cedi. These are some of the good things is that John Dramani Mahama in Nanabe Oye. Look at what Honorable Atuforsin is doing. So me galamsey wo po John Dramani Mahama government, we are fighting galamsey more than any government. Your friend is saying yabeto. It's John Dramani Mahama na be no war fighting. In that answer, small scale manners one president. I say ono be to me case nebo say NDC, MC, DC, na minister bien who are involved into galamsey. But when during MPP time, MPP, MC, DCs, ministers, MPs, no one know what galamsey. So any post settle the issue. Obia who say indeed is that John Dramani Mahama, he's fighting galamsey. No be make sure say before ni 4 years maybe you know na yensu enya then atil. Up to now, you can see some changes. Nyeme ekoso. Aka say all day your friend is saying, "One now work School of Mines. He boys student be gum no more. I reclaim your lands and I and I know it's as John Dramani Mahama. He's going to do it.
Why not?
But Yenshwen your honorable to force an oye. Yenshwen your interior minister oye. yɛnhwɛ ne your friend is a health minister ɔyɛ yɛnhwɛ ne honorable Aruna Idris ɔyɛ na yɛhu sɛ indeed Ghana is in the right track.
Correct.
ɛne na ɛwɔ sɛ yɛka ho asɛm nna yɛnhwɛ yɛn sikasɛm nna wɔ starting sɛ wɔka wɔnim sɛ nka dollar no bɛsa so cedi na dollar no bɛsa so akɔ yɛ friend sɛ 15-16 ndɛ wasan so your friend sɛ ne break ato wasan so ɔba n'akyi ndɛ 12.3 so yes thank you as later no na atom so this is a good governance that we promise this is the resetting that we promise in the we are not spending anyhow share yanka wa yedidi bebre ya account no what the sua your friends as sabo sample on to me sua yi in the yenu wona yedidi wan kaw nyina no honorable to force no way wokotenase na bi mpo what we can be what cheye but we are not speaking about it just because people want to set an agenda for us because Galamsey Nema will lose it. They want to tarnish the image of this government with Galamsey.
Obi 8 months.
Also, on solve now, undeclared state of emergency, undeclared China. We are continue to make sure that we govern this country very well. Obiano Beden, Obiano Hobedo.
Ora Solomon Cancer, Dr. Grace Ayen Sudankwa, Iskado Keten, also Chia Papa, Ashavin. Also no boss, Ashavin, Sunyani, also Ojo, or Minchi or my
messages.
Also Chia one town,
Mamba Bob Mamda Bessia.
You. ATM say Ahana did you made in the Bessie, Asada Bacoso and Coma King, Mr. King and the Fro Bogoso, or cooperative mine and Ecoso Bogoso, no Dano, King and the Fro, and see.
A Obatampaya or a regional office Nasua, a Grants Park.
A Chamay. You, and Timamenda, a Solomon and Cancer, I say, a former communication officer, the Andy Samayuku, Sasson Amenda, a Mohammed, a Mubarak. A head of corporate communication.
Metro Mass 4 different positions.
Ranking on
I'll beat him one position. Some I got 3 different positions.
One walk of 4. Mohammed Mubarak, Watara, head of corporate communications, Metro Mass Transit Limited. No Sanso, a chairman, constituency chairman. Oh, one it's come out of Brakwa. Nti ono nande ya yihoni dijuman na se kesen koma we wo fie bebia we hwe no TV do wa 18 wo kam we djuma bebia wo bia no Power Net TV XYZ na se kese enkoma mu yepa minda production team ni na ase so mo boy chido me dijuma di be wo from Nicholas ya Owusioson wo betumi afram ki Nicholas yesu amba ye besan ehia debi mema musu do hen babo ama bene one eye poma chechekudi newspaper in a can or de bray bye bye.